Ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddies, brothers and sisters, friends and foes alike, you're welcome to the Vawulence Space. It's a beautiful Tuesday, a bit Thursday from my side of the world. I'm sorry, man. For you guys that were here from the very beginning, I was playing music. Oh. I don't know, so I let me there inside my studio, they hear my music, they dance. I don't know, so I don't even mute my mic. I know, now when I don't play like four jams. I'm like, let me start off on TikTok. I even forgot to switch to TikTok actually, and I was like, let me turn on TikTok, and I turned on TikTok, and I saw 1 minute. I just say, he say X they mute too. Hey, I don't rush my DM. I saw many of people's messages by them when they say, why are music now? So please, I was not intentional. I thought I was actually playing music to you guys. That's where you're doing like 1 million things at the same time. I say I call myself the king of multitasking, but sometimes this the pegs that come with multitasking. You're doing like 1 million things at the same time, and you don't even know where you're not even doing something. I think you're doing something, right? So please, that's just on the lighter note, right? But welcome, guys, to the show. It's good to have every one of you on the platform this beautiful evening from my side of the world. Um, Wherever you're tuned in from the last time we came here, that was last week Thursday on the Vawulence Space. It's a whole lot of things have happened, a whole lot of things have gone under the water, a whole lot of things will be discussed tonight, and hopefully by the grace of God we'll have a wonderful show tonight. But before we start the show, as always, I want to thank every one of you that have already tuned in and are connected across different platforms right about now. Just to thank you guys for joining us. Please let oh boy, this work noisy. Now I won't even turn on my mic for YouTube. Please, if you're watching from YouTube, please confirm whether I'm audible. YouTube, please confirm my audibility on YouTube, please. If you guys can hear me. Just to be certain, right? But please, welcome, guys. Welcome, every one of you. I see every one of you. I call you guys the first responders because every time we start on this show, you guys are always the ones already in here. Cleaning this auditorium, cleaning this church, cleaning this mosque, offering the libation to the shrines, making sure that we are ready for the show tonight. You guys are always the guys that the energy I used to always start this show because I always say all the time that to start something is the most difficult thing. And when we start like this, now there they had. When we get on the cruise control now, when the house gets busy, it becomes a little bit more relaxed and everything. But you guys are the engine that we need to start this show. And I say thank you so much, all of you that have joined us already. And to all those that will be joining us, hopefully when they have a replay or something, they'll get their Thanksgiving. But meanwhile, guys, before we start the show, if it's your first time of joining us on the platform, you're welcome. I've many of our people don't know that there's Vawulence Space. Yesterday, again, on my other show, the Emir Saddam show, somebody came here and was asking, please, that we have to get back on the Vawulence. I'm like, well, I've been back. Oh. So many people don't know that we're back on the Vawulence Space. But if you have heard and it's your first time of joining us on the platform, you're welcome. If it's your second time on the platform, you know what you got the last time. I believe that's why you're back here again tonight. And if it's your third time, you're now a regular. To all our number one and daily Valulencers on the platform, thank you guys for always sticking with this platform. Thank you for being a voice in the midst of the noise, right? It's very important to understand what we do here. We try to bring sanity in a very insane society. That's exactly what this platform offers. And I promise you, if it's your first time, you will always come back here because what we do on this platform is strictly politics, and politics that is centered on good governance, centered on having the right conversations, centered on putting pressure on the system to make sure the system works for us. A platform whereby the voice of the voiceless is being amplified, the hidden voices of our nation is being heard. That's what we've brought on this platform. And so please, it's always a pleasure doing this with you guys on the platform. Thank you for joining us one more time. But as I always on the platform, I always try to lay the ground rules on how we operate, right? Without these rules and regulations, this platform will not be the platform that we have known it to be for the past 5 years going right now. Guys, man, we have tried though. We don't try 5 years plus now. We are pushing and we'll keep pushing as long as, for me, I hope this is the last year of having the Vawulence Space. I hope, I pray. Not because, and when I mean, well, I won't say the last year, actually, the last year of doing it this way it is, which it is now probably trying to get, pushing the conversation towards reclaiming our country. Hopefully, we can metamorphose to a platform that is now more centered on holding accountability to the government in power, and we know we actually work too hard to put into power. That's exactly what I hope we can. That should be our next step going forward, right? And then it can now be we're showing these people that currently support the government what it means to hold those you put to power accountable, not being a vuvuzela and coming to back and protect them even when they have all the resources to fix the country. And that's hopefully the next step we shall take, hopefully by the grace of God. But before we do that, as I always lay the ground rules, please, if it's your, I want to tell you guys, please just, I want to encourage you guys as you're listening sound of my voice right now to please help me do something. You guys are the ones that come onto this live early. So I believe, deep inside me, I believe that the people that come here live early are the people that actually resonate with what the Vawulence Space stands for. These are the people that actually know what we do, how we have done it, and how we push this platform. So you guys understand the assignment. Anytime I call, we call you guys to come out here, because many other people will be probably are busy, do not schedule the space, or probably are other places doing other things, which is understandable. But they later get to join us when the show is probably getting hotter, right? But you guys come out here when there's even nobody on the platform. So I want to encourage you guys, please. How we can help grow this platform, how we can bring up visibility to the platform is what I want everyone to get in right now. Please, everybody, I just encourage you all to please share the live. We're having good numbers already coming in the platform, so please, I encourage you guys to please share the live, repost the live, retweet the live, let the whole world know that number one space on X is back and we're up and running. And as you guys know, on this platform, we do not take prisoners. So please, guys, I just encourage every one of you on X right now. This show is actually an X show. For my people on TikTok, wondering why we started early today, this is actually the Vawulence Space, the biggest political space in Nigeria, I dare say in Africa, and we are hosting from ground zero, which is X, right? So please, on TikTok also, I push you guys up there. Please, also, you guys know we have a mandate of at least 100K likes there. Please keep tapping over there, keep sharing the live over there. Let's get up into the conversation, and you can also request the mic, because on the platform here is open for everybody. On Thursdays it's open for mainly people that have sense, not mainly, for only people that have sense, and not even mainly, only. On my other show, I allow people who don't get sense, people with their head they touch, people with their head they scroll, they allow all those people come in. But today on the Vawulence Space, it is strictly for people that have sense. So people that don't have sense can come and listen to people that have sense, and probably they can have sense, or they can get sense from it, right? So if you have sense, and what I mean by having sense, you cannot support this government and have sense, and you cannot support these people ruling Nigeria and have sense. No. It's actually an obedient platform, a platform for well-meaning Nigerians actually that come out here just to share our opinion on conversations. So please keep it a day with us as I encourage all of you. Please share the live, repost the live. Let's get this show started. Hey, where do I start from? I'll start from what I've been saying. For what I'll say right now will be like a repeated speech, or probably repeated talking points to my people that come on my live on the Emir Saddam show, which we have been having all through the week. And all through the week in the middle of the night, we just come out here. And we have drilled on this, but you guys on the Vawulence Space is where we come back, and please mute your mic when you come up here, please. Thank you. You guys know the Vawulence Space is where we come back and we bring all that have happened from the past 7 days, and we talk about it on the platform, right? All those news where it feels it don't fade, because the problem with Nigeria, as I always say, is that we have a very short attention span. Our politicians know it. We know it, right? So it is easier. And that's why that's the only thing that's the saving grace for our political class. They know that Nigerians cannot stay on topic for highest in 72 hours. We don't move on. But it is good that I think maybe that's even the blessing of the Vawulence Space, that when the topic is probably looking stale, we'll now bring it fresh. We'll now refreshing it and bring it back again to mainstream, because as long as the Nigerian problem is not addressed, no topic should be stale. That is the problem we have as a country. As long as an issue is not addressed, that topic should not be stale in public conversations. But we as a people, we have this tendency to want new troubles, new problems, new issues, as it hot. And you now have a disaster in government that know how to solve new problems, new scandals, new issues. So it is like a match made in heaven. But for me, I'm saying that we cannot continue to live like that as a people. We have to understand that conversations that have not been solved should never be stale to your hearing. If they say it a million times, hear it a million times. Desensitize yourself. If we are only 100 people in Nigeria that can desensitize, that can understand the agenda of staying on topic, honestly speaking, we can start making headway. That can understand that this thing, so that we don't go like 100 spaces, so we don't talk about this thing, and you come up and talk about them. Let's talk about it because it has not yet been addressed. And so on Monday, I gave some references to my audience, and I told them something. And I said, let's just count from at the top of my head. Let's just count events that have not yet been addressed, that have happened in the past 2 weeks in Nigeria we have moved on from. And I reminded them, I said, a lady died in the house of a serving minister. We have moved on. Before Nigerian eyes, a man came out to accuse the president's chief of staff, a man that they created an agency for. He accused the chief of staff for bribery to the tune of over 600 million and threatening him to share the money that is budgeted for his agency to the tune of over 24 billion. BFI one something. Where is that man today? We have moved on. In the space of these 2 weeks, we saw in budget where they are budgeting how many billion for imams and churches and waiting and mosques. We have moved on. Budget for criminality for what do they call it, for Igwe and Palace of Chiefs. We have moved on. Budget for how many billion for airport runway? We have moved on. We just swallow this thing, spend 2-3 days on it. What is 2-3 days? Spend 1 day, spend 2 days, we have found new topic. We have moved on. The criminality going on under this government that we have moved on from so quick in Nigeria is high. Omo, we have moved on from the fact that we just spoke last week that subsidy is still being paid. In fact, Tinubu have paid in 2 years more subsidy than Buhari paid in 11 years. We have moved on. I've been caught in the web also because I know come out and say I don't follow for the move on. No. That's why I say we. I don't talk saying you. Una. We inclusive of me. I don't even follow the me. People not change me. I don't terraform me. You are supposed to terraform people. I don't learn this bad behavior. Nigerians. Tinubu go to smoke shisha for us rock. He go to smoke shisha. He go say, I know these people. Just give them time, they will move on. And we will move on. We will eventually move on, Nigerians. And so for me, it was very, very good and the joy of my heart witnessing and noticing what happened over the weekend, whereby in the spirit of madmanism, the madmanism spirit that has been the curse that is upon Asorok today, that any voice that comes out and speak against these criminals in power, they attack. For Tinubu's system of government, there are no dissenting voices. There's no room for opposition voices. There's no room for criticism, whether good or bad criticism. Tinubu is the ruling party and the opposition. Tinubu does not listen to any voice than his voice. And I've always insisted, and I tell my audience in other places, that the biggest problem that Tinubu has as a person is that Tinubu, in the midst of his whole audience, is the smartest. And actually, Tinubu has an IQ of a chicken. So if Tinubu with an IQ of a chicken is the smartest person in his circle, then imagine the IQ. Some of them are with low IQ. Some of them they owe IQ. I don't know if you guys get that English. Some of them, where they will them they owe IQ. Some they low IQ, some they minus IQ. And that is the problem. And when you have such a person in power, whereby people can no longer, you cannot tell this man anything. You cannot challenge him. There's no new perspective to whatever you want to tell him. He doesn't understand. He's not going to listen. What is in his brain is what is in his brain. Wherever he smokes, whatever he smokes, or sniff whatever he sniffs, it is all. Everybody must, on that mandate, you must stand and die. Such a man is a recipe for disaster in a country like Nigeria. And so for them, they don't know when to stop. And so you see his attack dogs everywhere. They mirror actually what they see the man do. They are a reflection of him in public. That's why he doesn't speak to the Nigerian people. 3 years in as president, less than zero, he has no media chats. He has had no media chat with the Nigerian people. 3 years deep as the president of a country of over 200 and something million people. Because why should he talk to you? He has paid like 55 vuvuzelas, hungry old men that have no purpose in life. Their job is to go on social media or go on mainstream media and lie to the Nigerian people, hook, line, and sinker. And he has an army of zombies on social media, led by bigots, that their job is just to amplify all the lies that are being told and take it and remix it and share it and stand on a dying mandate and come and tell you macroeconomies, microeconomies, what even terms they cannot even explain when you ask them to explain it. WhatsApp talking boys. They don't know when to stop. And so over the last weekend, the strongest institution in the world, I dare say with verifiable facts, one of the most oldest institutions in the world, albeit a religious institution, the heads seek audience from this man and said, "Oga, I want to see you." He knows he cannot even say no, first of all. And he said, "Oh yeah, come." In his ideal mindset, these people are coming to also take their share, like others come and take their share. And if you know one thing about Bola Ahmed Tinubu is that he is a giver when it comes to money. You know that as long as it is for his agenda, which is a selfish agenda, he will give you anything you want. Just for you guys to just collect your own and let me be doing my own. And he was expecting that the meeting of this man coming to meet him was going to be like one of those many meetings. Because we have seen our kings gone, our royal fathers, there's nothing royal about them. These royal fathers visited him, and when they all come out, you hear them saying yes. And we had the only thing they always say that we had a productive meeting with the president. All their talking point is always a productive meeting. And the end of it is all unproductiveness for the country. But a certain set of men seeked his audience and they said, "We are coming." And he said, "Oh, come." And he prepared probably the brown envelopes that he was going to tell them, "Oh, this is for your tithe and your offerings." At the end of their of them just say, "So we came to tell you we are seeing the work you're doing. Oh, well done." You know, no, say people when they come see him, but people don't first of all make up their mind, say, "I no go knack again. I no go born pikin. Even if I go knack, I will not be known as a person with a knack. As I come this world, now so I go. A man that has taken such a virtue. In fact, that before you become a priest in their line of ordinance, you will serve 10 years minimum in the seminary. 10 years. There is no course on earth in Nigeria or anywhere in the world that is 10 years course. There's none. 10 years is a period where you do your first degree, you do your master's, and probably your PhD in 10 years span. And you see people that have done that and they came out and they have gone on to do their PhD, because when that 10 years in the seminary, you're actually studying like a student. You're doing your master's, you're doing your PhD, you're doing your doctor, you're doing everything. and they qualify and they come out, you see these people and you think that the people that will come and ask you for green envelope because there is one junkie somewhere that also wears the cassock, and you think that because that one they collect a gunje, mbaka, they collect a gunje, then you think the other ones will not come, they collect a gunje. And when they came and they told you to your face, Tinubu, you are a disaster to Nigerians. The past 3 years of your reign has been hell on earth. And if you're a Bible believer like I am, and if you're a person that studies the Bible like I am, this is exactly what the prophets of old always did. They spoke truth to power. To whom much is given, much is expected. The moment you control millions of people, this organization I'm speaking about right now is an organization with over 1 billion followers globally. An organization with over 30-something million, or close to 40 million Nigerians actively registered baptized members. That is a good sample size of your population. And they come out and they tell you, you are a disaster. Your failed Nigerians are no longer safe. Nigerians can no longer operate at night. In fact, it is on record that one of your spokespersons have told Nigerians that they should stop traveling in the night. They should stop going out in the night. Failing to understand that every country or every working society operates in two economies, the day economy and the night economy. I always use this as a reference point myself, and I said, all through my 7 years working experience in Nigeria, I worked in the night economy. I never slept at night for 7 years in Nigeria. Myself. And I know people that have not slept in Nigeria for close to 20 years. For night, they don't sleep. They don't be window, they don't be bat. No. Now there they make their money. There's actually an active multi-billion economy running in the night while people are sleeping. But because of your inefficacy as a leader, you don't understand the work you have to do. You tell people that they should not come out at night because you don't understand how economy operates. We carry illiterates. A man will not get certificate. When we were saying it all through this year that he lied and he perjured himself, I don't know why the opposition are not even taking it seriously, but they should have taken him to court by now, because the last time on electoral they say it's a pre-election issue. They should be on the case right now. He perjured himself by saying he went to government St. Paul's primary school, Arola, I've been waiting, and which government college, Ibadan, even when those schools were not in existence when he went to the school. We have a man that has shown time without number that his brain is empty. Nothing is in there. And these people came to remind him, under you, this is the worst period Nigeria has ever passed through. All your people come and tell Nigerians is reform. The reforms are working. A reform that cannot translate to the daily outcome in the life of the Nigerian people. It is no reform. It is what? It is Oluwole, na Yahoo, na scam. The day you said subsidy is gone, you destroyed the economy of the Nigerian state. That is a reform of destruction. We saw it, we felt it. If you impose a reform that is actually working, the same way we felt the effect of subsidy gone, that never went, it's the same way we feel a good reform. And they told you this thing, and in your usual manner, in their presence, you try to water down all they told you by telling them that hunger was already in Nigeria before you became president. What did you pick the job for? Why did you not collect the job? Was it not your job? Is it not the job of the president that when that things are bad, you seek that position to change things for the better? Or you took the position to maintain status quo? There are people that could afford a crate of egg as having 100 naira, so like 600 naira before you came into power. Is now buying a crate of egg like 6,000 naira. It is insanity. Then any sensible leader would have thought that, okay, as these men don't come my office, and they know they tell me what I want here. Oh. Let me tell people how sensible people think. When I tell people that Tinubu has an IQ of a chicken, it's not like I'm insulting him. It is verifiable. When you see a chicken move, you know a chicken is moving. Chicken go see corn. Go see corn. They follow the corn, they walk out, they chop, enter trap, you go fall inside the trap. That's exactly what happened to Tinubu over the weekend. Some people come tell you something, you don't like what they tell you, Abi. A sensible man will just say, okay, thank you very much. I heard you. We're going to do everything to make sure that we address these issues. Hopefully, you people, Nigerians are experiencing a better country. I understand what people are saying is true. Just understand, yeah. You apply wisdom and cool their mind and tell them that hopefully that before this year runs out into the next year, they're going to start seeing positive change and everything. These people will take a positive feedback back to their people and say, what we got from the president is that yes, he admitted that things are hard, things are difficult, and he's putting in reforms and this and that, but he promised us that things will get better. But no, because you are a foolish old man, you chose to defend yourself and tell them that what they are saying is wrong, that they don't understand what is happening in the country where they are sharing over 40 million people that are crying to them every day and night for food. You're telling them that they should not be feeding them. An organization that has more hospitals in your country than you, the federal government. The Catholic Church has over 400 hospitals in the country functioning. Nigeria don't get up to 100 hospitals, will be federal government hospitals. The Catholic Church has done more for Nigeria, for Nigerians, than the federal government of Nigeria since 1960 till date. Primary schools, secondary schools, universities. They have subsidized things for the country itself. So they have every right to speak for the Nigerian people. A man of wisdom would have applied wisdom at that point in time, knowing that not every battle will be won. Not every argument should be won. Sometimes just apply sense. Sometimes lose, stoop low to conquer. Then when you free them and they go, they will be the ones telling people, that church people, like their parishioners, and say, please just take it easy, that even though we're not seeing the list right now, he has assured us that something will happen. They will leave that place knowing that you did not just counteract all the things they came there to tell them, but you listened to them. Because the truth of the matter is that a man like Bola Tinubu that does not listen to anybody, that has built a wall of psychophants around him, with the Boalas of this world, the Ananugas of this world, people that have no sense all around him, that kind of person cannot get the truth. Though I am certain that even if Tinubu mind is that I really want to know how I can help Nigerians, or whether my policies are actually working for Nigerians. The people he will ask is Daniel Bwala. He will ask, Daniel Bwala, is our policy working? If Tinubu asks, please Nigerians, just hear me now. If Tinubu asks Daniel Bwala if his policy is working, I beg you in your mind now, what do you think Daniel Bwala go take Tinubu? Exactly. He go begin licking leg. Baba. Yeah, your top. Yeah, you need to see how your policies. He go begin held. Because these people are psychophants. There is nobody around Tinubu that has the mind to tell him the truth. The one person that challenged him, Wale Edun, that came out and said that we are running 3 budgets concurrently as we speak. Tinubu is supposed to go jail after this presidency. He's supposed to go jail. The kind of criminality that we have witnessed on Bola Tinubu in this term, honestly speaking, it is unheard of. While the Edward came out and challenged him in front of the scene and said, CEO, he did not even challenge him, he just said it. Automatically, Wale Edward don't have a job anymore. So all the people around him will never tell him the truth. So a man that is truly concerned about the lives of the people he claimed to govern will always look out for who are the people that will tell me this truth, this hard truth, so that it can make my administration better and it can make the lives of my people better. No other set of people will tell you the truth than those Catholic bishops that came to meet him. And at the end of it, he still had the guts to tell them, because when they were telling him that after all the thing I was president, please, the way he should make sure that he should give Nigerians free and fair election, he still had the guts as a junkie that he is to tell them that all is fair in politics. Kai. All is fair in politics. Now what did Tinubu tell these bishops? And they recorded that part and played it for Nigerians to hear. They did not record any of the other parts where these people were telling Tinubu the truth. They didn't bring any of those parts out for Nigerians to listen to. The parts they brought out for Nigerians to listen to is where Tinubu was telling those bishops that all is fair in politics. Kai! Oh, but I don't want para bishop. I make Bishop Cardinal Cardinal John. Cardinal John was invited by Arise TV, and we all. I'm not going to say much. We all know the summary was that he went there and he said that he was asked and he said, and God bless you, Mr. Charles. Even though they do nonsense sometimes, but that question they asked him, that was the meeting a polite meeting or the meeting? He said that when a nation is burning, you don't expect polite meetings. When he said that, I was like, oh my goodness, these men know what they know who they are. Then go school. He said, the nation is burning, you don't go and meet the head of state with polite meetings. Don't be like Adeboye, we go America, go to do Batman. They play 5 and 6 for Tinubu. Yes, no, these are not psychophants. They said the nation is burning, so our meeting with the president should not be a light-hearted meeting. We don't come drink tea for so long. We came to tell him the undiluted truth. And as usual, he did not take it lightly. He had to defend. He was defending himself. He was second error of Bola Tinubu. If only they had brought in their usual erratic, satanic method of politics, they always have to attack. They always have to attack. If they don't attack, they cannot survive. If they don't attack, they cannot breathe. After everything that Cardinal said, Cardinal John, on Icon, my happiness is that say the man is Yoruba man. Is that man another tribe? Is that a Igbo man? Because in Tinubu's MO, it is a classic divide and rule. That man, I just say that. See, Tinubu is the easiest person to study. Forget saying you get money, they bribe people. Anybody can bribe. But for Tinubu, if you know Tinubu's next move. He has no limits. He's just who he is. And in their normal fashion, it's not right to keep quiet because I did not even see that video. Many people did not even watch that interview. How many Nigerians listen to Arise? How many Nigerians listen to Arise? Please. I never saw that interview. What I saw was when one of the attack dogs with rabies, the one will be saying get rabies from out, half full cup, half cup full. How I will be saying they will where that book of record for Al Jazeera where they disgracing lineage. I just saw his tweets. I say, it don't happen. Because in their satanic nature, they believe that Tinubu should not be criticized. Tinubu should not be called out. Tinubu, who are you to talk to Tinubu? One idiot enter my DM and say, who are you to insult Asiwaju? I say, thunder, fire you and fire Asiwaju. You are a bastard. Do you understand what it means to be a public servant? A public servant is someone that is open to public scrutiny, to public insult and humiliation. That's what makes you a public servant. If you don't understand that, get the fuck out of the office. You're called a public servant. You are my servant. But you monkeys that have chosen to be slaves to these criminals, you feel like they are your public kings. Tinubu is my servant. And I will address him as I choose to address him. If you pay them as I call him, fucking leave that office and become a public citizen, then I will address you with respect. But as long as you're presiding over affairs that have to do with my life, I pay my taxes and you use my taxes to go and smoke Igbo, I will call you whatever I want to call you. But many Nigerians don't understand this. They feel like it is disrespect. They feel like you don't have respect. No. You don't expect people that are meant to serve you. You force them, especially when they do not deserve the respect. And in their satanic way, they want to attack this archbishop. And they now send down all the rabies bats, all the bats suffering from rabies. We never sleep for night. The 2K bats, the 5K bats, the 30K bats, all the bat idiots. They sent them to descend on this innocent cardinal. As they descended on him, they didn't know that they were just doing what? They didn't know that. That is the, you see, Nigerian Christians. Let me explain to you. Many people don't understand with your Bible. You see that touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Now you be the practical example of touch not my anointed. We will see happen over the weekend. You will see the ripple effect. Nobody want to say if you can choose with, you can support Tinubu as a religious leader. They were dragging you. There's some untrained swines to come and tell you touch not my anointed. No. If you support criminals, we will touch you. The moment you support criminals, you're no longer anointed. You're disanointed. The moment you support criminals, no matter how exalted you are in any office you are, no matter what you say, who called you, you deserve to be disrespected. You have lost your calling. Because you cannot tell Nigerians that you don't understand. You, as a Nigerian, you don't know who Bola Ahmed Tinubu is. What he represents. His criminal past. You cannot say you don't know it. And you're a leader. No, you're not a leader. If you as a religious leader, you're scared to say this truth, then you're not a leader. But as they attacked this man, they didn't know that they were actually digging their own grave. And the first attack was that, oh, he doesn't speak for Christians, he only speaks for Catholics. He know these 24 hours. He know these 10 hours. Protestants, Anglicans, even that our prophets, when they prophet 2 odds, and they call them prophet 2 odds. When they prophesy Liverpool will win Champions League, Liverpool, Prophet Ayodele, but another one now, he prophesy everything. That one be say he don't prophesy to himself. Everybody came out against these people. It was the first, in fact, I hosted my show on a Monday, and one of my northern brothers came on my show and he said, Saddam, this is not an important issue. It's not an important issue. He said that it's only the Catholics. That this my northern brother came to my show and was saying this right on Monday. He said, Saddam, it's just the Catholics that are going to be angry with this. That is not that. Had it been, it was somebody from the Pentecostal that said this, and he will understand that there's no ramification to what has happened. I said, my brother, you don't understand what has happened. I said, you don't understand what Tinubu just did. He said, make I no worry. You know, Rich, the next day with my next day on Tuesday, videos don't full everywhere. Protesters, they attack. Even Muslims, don't they attack their own leaders? Muslims are not attacking their leaders. Now, why can't you people act like the Catholic bishop? He now came on the show and said, Saddam, now I understand what you were saying, no? Say, I said, oh, you know, I said, you don't even understand the ramification of what just happened. These people actually dug their grave. I have never in my life, as a boy from the north, I grew up in the north and spent all my life in the north, I have never in my life seen northern young people openly chastise imams, openly chastise the Sultan of Sokoto in my life. That never happened. Till Bola Ahmed Tinubu happened. Do you understand that the Sultan himself had to come out and debunk a news? Say, you know, endorse Tinubu. Sultan come and say, I don't know what I lie. Say, I don't endorse Tinubu. Say, I fake news. Do you people understand what happened within this week? It never happened before. The amount of videos of young northerners I'm seeing dragging their imams, dragging their leaders, saying, can't they see how the bishops are now a reference point for how religious leaders should operate. They have kept a benchmark. Pentecostal, the PFN president came out, Bishop Wale came out. Everybody is speaking, apart from the ones that used to eat corn. The corn eating prophets. Because like in the days of old, also they were also prophets of Baal. disguised as prophets of God. And they had huge followings. Millions were following them in the days of old. They prophesied also. And they made the good prophets look like bad people because they were always siding with the oppressors, which were the leaders of those days. I told my people on Tuesday, I said that everything happening today has happened. There is nothing hidden under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. We are just living a life of it's the world. What we're passing through right now has happened 2,000, 10,000 years ago. The same thing, the same modus operandi, is just different time zones and different time frame. We are witnessing it in real time in 7D. And so for me, I was just so happy how everything has turned around and how because of their stupidness, if only Brian Bola never made that tweet, if only they had the sense to understand that not every barking dog you attack. That some barking dogs, you just allow them to be barking, allow them to bark and go. If only they allowed Cardinal to say what he said on Arise and move on, it would probably just have traction within a circle of people. Me myself, I don't even know. But in their satanic attitude of nobody can attack Tinubu, nobody can call Tinubu out, nobody can address Tinubu. Tinubu is Alpha and Omega. Tinubu is this because you're standing on a mandate of cocaine. So civilians in the country have no speech. In that stupidity, they say no, let them drag that man. And today, then hi Tinubu. Then in their usual fashion, to do damage control, instead of them to apologize, so make una say they can't even put it with. They had to go and fake Catholic youth organization, Catholic youth, the youths. they created their own youth. Tinubu not create Afenifere. Tinubu not create his own ASU. Tinubu not create his own Obedient. Tinubu not create his own ADC. Tinubu create his own Labour Party. Tinubu create his own everything Tinubu cannot get, he divides and create his own. Anything Tinubu cannot infiltrate, he divides. The only thing Tinubu know to say if get out if he create his own Catholic church, he will create his own pope. That man, kai! We are dealing with the worst set of people ever in the history of our country. Nigerians, we have to change our. We just have to change. We just have to change. And I just want to say a big shout out to the Catholic bishops. Thank you guys for standing on business. Thank you for all the ones and everyone have come out to speak out, because it's not just the Catholic right now. It's not the faith. It's not people of faith, both Christians and Muslims coming out to speak. Say enough is enough to this nonsense. Nigeria belongs to every one of us. If you want to be the president, you must be open to criticisms. These people called out IBB. They called out Abacha. They called out Obasanjo. They called out I'm not sure they called out Yar'Adua, because Yar'Adua was short-lived. They called out Jonathan. They called out Buhari. Then they now come to call out the worst of them all. Then you now say you cannot call him out because he's Jagaban. Jagaban catch fire there. Because he is this, because he is that. As what? Every leader must be open to criticisms. And that brings me to the other part of this conversation before I open up the floor and bring in my brother in Nigeria, which is the Osun State elections. You see, I am more of a prophet. I carry more prophetic anointing than many of these people they call themselves prophets. Because I don't prophesy many things when I come to pass. If I did for one altar, on top one place, all the things I don't prophesy, they just record them. You can't play them now. Hi, the people say, Papa, fire on Papa. Fire on Papa. Papa, they call me. They go put Papa for my name. They say, Papa, and Yasadam, fire on Papa. I don't talk about this thing. I told them, I say, Osun, when I saw them know they're going to come panda this man, you see where you be goats. You don't say goats, goat meat is the sweet. Apart from, we cannot call that meat this sweet past goat meat. The second sweetest meat on earth, now goat meat. For me, in my opinion, you be goats. You go to meet Hayana. Yeah, Hayana, let's play Hayana. Let's play. Ademola go dey meet Tinubu. Tinubu. You go to meet Tinubu with the panda. Osun State election is we are going to vote accord. The Osun State will vote Tinubu. I say you want chop goat meat. He say you want give am chicken. say na chicken. Say you go give am chicken. He say I want chop you. He say no, I will give you chicken. I was shouting since then. I said, wake up. With Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you cannot be playing fair. You cannot be playing gentleman. You have to be very, very rugged, because what a rugged man understands is rugged language. You are an executive governor of a state. You have your right. You must learn how to fight. I don't understand the kind of governors God brought for us this period where these people are earthworms. These are not men. You cannot call these people men. All the 36 of them. I don't, maybe by one or two. I cannot, these are not men. How will they vote you legitimately in your state with your people backing? And you go to fear one junkie. Yeah, so he can get power past you, but you're an executive governor, for Christ's sake. Many of these governors don't understand the power that they have. Many of them don't understand that they can actually run their states without even sourcing for money from the federal government. It is just laziness. I repeat, it is just laziness that has made many of these governors subservient to this criminal in the center. Lack of innovation, lack of productivity. So all they are looking for is that, let me not spoil this man, or let me be dependent on the FAC that is coming in every month. Because without FAC, you cannot operate in their mindset. A state so blessed with mineral resources, a state so blessed with human intelligence, a state so blessed with arable lands, a state so blessed that you can do so many things if you want to. But these governors lack innovation, they lack the manpower, they lack the willpower, that they feel like without the center, they cannot stand. That is why all of them are running and standing on the mandate. And Tinubu demanded Osun State, you must stand on the mandate. Ademola started pandering. And he wanted to join APC until Bode George of Lagos called him and said, if you make that mistake, if you make the mistake of joining APC, you will not just be a one-term governor. It is guaranteed you will not be on the ballot in the next elections. Because they are going to, we will not conduct your primaries in APC. They will bring in people from Abuja to conduct your primaries now. Like the Fubara. That's what they go for. That's what they for Fubara you for Osun State. And that was what prompted him to go to Accord. But in his going to Accord, it was like let him see and play like Nicodemus. In the middle of the night, he now declare, yes, we are going to Accord, but Osun State will vote presidential for Tinubu. You didn't know that Tinubu's own was you are going to come to APC or not. And that was the beginning of Tinubu seizing Osun State funds for the past 16 months to the tune of over 202 billion naira. For the past 16 months, Tinubu did not care about the Osun local government workers. He didn't care about the Osun State local government projects. He did not care about the lives of the everyday Osun indigenes in the local government sector. He did not care about all these people. He has withheld their allocation for the past 16 months. And Tinubu, they claim he's from Osun State, Irabiji. For the fools that come and do bigotry for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has held his own state to ransom because of politics for 16 months. Millions of lives have been affected. Projects that would have changed Osun State for the better for the past 16 months have been stalled because one man is playing politics with their lives. The Supreme Court have come out and told him since last year, December, 7 months ago, Tinubu released, this is Tinubu Supreme Court, what you did is illegal. Please release their funds for them. Tinubu said no, till today, he hold our funds. Ademola still did what? Kept pandering. He kept playing slow, kept playing dancing, kept playing peaceful. He does not want war with a druggie. And at the end point was what happened yesterday. Yesterday was the apex. That's not even talk about the ones that have used police to arrest so many of his workers, that have used police to arrest his chief of staff, that That many of his workers, his cabinet people are in Abuja currently in with the DSS. They have been intimidating this man, but he has kept the part of silence. If Davido go show finish, in uncle call am dancing sit on ground say, Davido, please, can you send us 20% of your earnings make we pay local government salary? Now Davido follow dey use im personal money dey run states because they felt and they chose the pathway of cowardice until yesterday, where they now Tinubu can say, because when you dine with a hyena, you don't chop your chicken finish. You now one can't chop you. You dey fight am small. He chop your leg first. You carry 3 legs, they run. He chop the second one. He started eating these people because Tinubu did not get any fight back. It was a free for all way for them. Until yesterday, they said, let us now show him the last one. Lock down the federal account itself, the state account itself. And they did it. Because when they took the local government money, you did nothing. When they were arresting your people, you did nothing. You were still standing on the mandate. Until many of us started making videos, shouting, telling them, you cannot fight these people with kid glow. You must be brutal. You must be brutal. You must change your English. You must change your sentence. Let people know that the next election in August 15 is war in Osun State. You bring war to us, we serve you war. And you must tell your people to understand that they are going into a war. And they seized the money yesterday. And the video was everywhere. Even on live stream, threatening to go to tell Trump. And I told them, I said, my brother, tell Trump now, because if you're waiting for 16 to tell Trump, they will do it. Then go rig am. But I'm happy that the Nigerian people responded in a very loud voice, not just because Adeleke has been showing the signs of cowardice, but because this dictatorship we are seeing has gone so far that a man, a donkey, the most infamous president in the history of Nigeria, Tinubu is not even famous. That is the most crazy part of it. Nobody has risen to the position of presidency in Nigeria with the amount of vote Tinubu got in the last elections. He did not even get it, that he was allocated. So that whatever is giving that morale, that he has the capacity or the audacity to be able to make some kind of decisions is mind-boggling. It's because we have earthworms as men in governance today that have allowed this man freeway. We have an opposition that don't understand the job of opposition itself. Nigerians, I'm happy that they saw the pressure from the Nigerian people and they have released the money today. But it's all signs showing that if you fight back against Tinubu, he must cower. If not, if he did not feel the heat, they first seize that money, as they have seized the local government allowance for the past 16 months. Despite the Supreme Court, the number 1 court in the land, saying release it, Tinubu has refused to release it. But he has now released EFCC own because the pressure was very hot. Well, I say welcome to the show, guys. Thank you so much, all of you that have stayed here for my long, very, 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 very long rant. I hope you guys, we have a wonderful show tonight. I will talk on POs 2027 probably much later in the show, but let's open up the floor right now for people. Let's bring my brother Wemi in Nigeria first of all. Welcome, guys. 1 minute, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, bro. I can hear you.
All right, thank you. Take it away from here, please.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Amsterdam. Good evening to everybody on the space. Those that are listening here on X, those that are listening on TikTok, those that are listening on YouTube, on any other platform that we are currently streaming, maybe Instagram, on Facebook. Good evening and welcome to Vawulence Space. We are speaking currently from X today. So please do well to, let me just quickly do some housekeeping. Do well to please repost the space. If you're on X, go to the comment section of the space and repost the space, or copy the link of the space and put it on the tier. Like Saddam was saying earlier, matter of fact, I was in my DM last week. I was checking my DM request last week. So I saw somebody that sent me a message. I was like, oh bro, when is Vawulence Space coming back? I'm like, Vawulence Space has been back now for couple of, I think came back May 28th, I think. So basically, there are still a lot of persons on the timeline who do not know that Vawulence Space is back. And the reason we are back is to give the fight that is required for 2027 as much as we all can. So please, let's do well to repost the space and share the space. If you're on TikTok, obviously you know what to do. Share the live and tap on the live, like I was saying the other day. That it's just a way, because for some of you might not be able to speak, but consider it your own little contribution, because we need to get some of the messages or some of the things we talk about here. We need to get it out, right? So so I don't get the risk of having to emphasize it. So please again, repost the space. I can see a couple of our people on the space. Shout out to everybody. There's not enough time to mention this, but shout out to everybody that's on the space. I won't give a lengthy submission. I'll just briefly speak on the topic, but also make my call, right? So first, the Tinubu's attack on Cardinal Oyekon, or if I pronounce his name correctly. On Friday, actually, I'm glad that, because on Friday when that interview happened, I wasn't watching it, but I saw the snippets on Arise TV, and I think one of the things that actually caught my attention was all is fair in politics. And when I saw it, I don't know if it was on Friday or Saturday, I kind of tweeted and said, indeed, all is fair in politics, including rig and buy, right? So, to be honest, I think the major first lesson for me from all that is, in 2023, leading to 2023, Tinubu had said, power is not served a la carte, and you have to grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. And some of us felt, it's probably, it's like, it's just a rhetoric, right? But this time, I choose to believe him. I choose to believe him when he says all is fair in politics. So I'm not taking this for granted. I don't think it's rhetoric. I don't think it's pretending. I don't think it's just something he said out of miscalculation. It's not a slip of tongue.
Facts.
If there's one thing I kind of really I don't appreciation is a strong word, but one thing I kind of give him his accolade for is the fact that he says what he wants to do. Whether you can say he's saying this is direct or not direct, but it's left for you. I mean, I can say 2022 was an excuse. To be honest, if anybody gives an excuse for 2023, I can understand. I can say, okay, you wouldn't have expected it. Like, for me, it was a year of learning lessons, right? And like they usually say, the lessons will be learned. But this time, you can't say he didn't tell you. As Nigerians, you can't say he didn't tell you, right? So I'll just first of all say that that's the first point. But going beyond that, when the Cardinal talked about, their outing with Tinubu, I knew that the next day was going to be on fire. I just, when I retweeted some of the videos, I knew the next day was going to be on fire, because I already saw either a buyer of Onanuga or maybe, mockery or Daniel Boala. Like I saw one or all of them coming. And I'm not saying I'll be giving them free advice that, they should have known to do better. But I mean, I think based on the assumption that these people have sense, right? These people don't know. These are people that are literally mad, crazy, demonic people. So I kind of saw that coming. And that just goes to tell you what APC has to offer. The fact that the first point of call was division. Like, imagine that someone gave that kind of speech. What you should be doing is, like, someone gave that kind of interview, what you should be doing first is, I don't want to be giving them any advice anyway, but imagine that what came to their mind first is division. So what came to their mind is to say, we are going to use this to divide, people who believe Christians, like, to now do that separation of Catholic and Christians or something. Such a way that if maybe to the Pentecostal, I say, no, this Pentecostal, they use body of other Christians that doesn't believe in these people. So for me, we are back to where APC started from 2022, or where they've always been, honestly. They didn't leave it. But we are just now back to it. So I think I just want to call on everybody to say that's where we are. Then the next thing I want to talk about is the Osun State election, right? Like I said, pretty short submission. Honestly, I'm pretty much, I'm just indifferent because, like I've said to so many people, right? Osun State election is not, first of all, I need everybody to get this. It's not the yardstick for 2027 general election. As a matter of fact, I'm actually looking at Osun State election as a case of, like, I just want to confirm something I had seen in previous, like, a state election, Anambra State election, Edo State election, all those elections, by-elections that I'm using it as for studies. So I'm not looking. I think I can only just give kudos to because, like Saddam was saying, Adeleke had handled this pretty poorly. But I've seen on the TL now, Davido pulling all the weight he can pull. Hopefully, the last election, they also used Davido's mind to win it. But hopefully that works for them. But again, it's one of those elections that whatever the outcome is, it will learn its lesson. I hope he wins for the sake of Osun State people. And that's just me being empathetic to say, I don't think any state in Nigeria, as someone that is from a state that's under APC, I don't wish APC on any state in Nigeria. I don't wish, whether by defection, by association, I don't wish APC on any state in Nigeria. Because I feel like that's the first point of call for any state. So, but I think the main point I want to zero down on in this whole Osun State, like Saddam has already given the major point I would have talked about, but I want to zero down on EFCC. And the point I want to zero down on is to just bring to Nigeria's attention again. So, because for me, after 2027, right, the way I always do things, I do things in such a way that when I live with clear conscience. Direct or indirect effect does not, it does not really, it's not really so much a big problem. So, in 2027, I want to be able to, again, with clear conscience, know that, okay, all that needed to be said was said. All that needed to be done was done. So it was basically maybe just Nigerians that did not do their part. Because, again, on this space now, probably, 200, 300 marks currently, then on TikTok, couple of persons maybe running to 100 thereabout or less. So basically, we are collectively, currently now 1,000 thereabout. If you want to say every other platform, right? But the truth is that there is a huge number. I can't emphasize huge enough. There's a huge number of Nigerians out there that if we don't relate to it, if we don't pass this message across to them, then we stand the risk of them not doing what they are supposed to do, even if they are not supposed to expect us to teach them and all that. So, but just to come back to the point I was saying, the point I want to zero down on is that, I know everybody's looking at the good side of, okay, EFCC froze the state government's account, then everybody made, the governor himself, Davido made noise yesterday, not noise, not like, said things, obviously, immediately said they were going to report to Trump. I knew, it's why I knew, anyway, quite unfortunately, I kind of knew that was going to move things. Then today, we see a news. And I don't know why people, because I just saw Rufai's post a couple of minutes ago, and what that post, I'm trying to get on my other phone to read the post verbatim. I retweeted the post and I said something as well on post. Rufai, a couple of minutes ago, said, so the president gives order to EFCC. It is on record. And I just said on that post, I said, how Nigerians are not seeing this perspective is mind-boggling. Like, I see the part of, the government, there was able to be enough pressure on Tinubu for them to reverse what they were doing in secret. It's exciting. I like it. But what is disturbing for me as a Nigerian, as someone who knows that there's no system that survives without institutions, what is very disturbing for me is the open. Like, I think this could have been done in secret, right? This could have been done in such a way that maybe they can be secret and say, Tinubu, call EFC chairman and say, EFC, you guys quickly withdraw. Assuming they don't know. Assuming they don't know before. Assuming it was not all planned, which is a lie. They all planned it. But get my point. My point is that the effrontery for the president, illegitimate as it may be, to openly say, I have given an institution of government. And I'm supposed to say, yeah, appoint the EFC chairman. But you need to understand that there's still lines you can't cross. I can't see Donald Trump, for example, meddling, as crazy as it may seem, as it may act, meddling in an FBI, CIA, and I mean publicly, obviously they'll do it in secret, publicly saying, especially in a political related matter, in a political exposed matter, publicly saying, oh, imagine Democrats, imagine let's say CIA is investigating a Democrat or doing something to a Democrat. Then Donald Trump comes on TV and say, I have instructed CIA or FBI to. I don't think I even understand the depth of destruction APC is doing tonight. I really wish you guys can sit down sometimes. As in Nigeria, I feel like some of you on the space probably do it. Right? I really wish Nigerians can sit down sometimes and just think about and I'm saying it for APC supporters because the truth is that some of all these things that we enable, by the time it starts to bite really hard, it will bite even those of you who fed it. It will bite even those of you who fed it. So for me, it's just really disturbing that to come in public and say I have instructed EFCC chairman to go and withdraw. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of whether or not there was even a court order in the first place. That's for me technicality talk. But the effrontery to have said that. So I just told myself that because they've been doing it before. I'm sure we all know they've been doing it before, right? So it is why Yahya Bello, instead of him to be in prison, he's running for Senate. It's why Okowa, instead of him to be in prison, he's running for Senate. It's why Akpabio, instead of him to be in prison, he's Senate chairman. So they've been doing it before, but the fact that this was brought to the open can just give you a very clear picture of what is being done in the secret. So, like I said in the post I made earlier, I'm glad that at least we got to a point where they've now made it clear openly, because before it's been in the secret, they've now made it clear openly to Nigerians for us to know that an organization as independent as, or that's supposed to be as independent as EFCC, is working under the president's instruction. So this goes to, those that may expect a lot from INEC and may think, I don't get this wrong. To be honest, like I've said so many times, I was seeing a video from what's this brother on Mr. Common Sense. He's more popular on Instagram. But I saw a video from him today, kind of emphasizing something we've already said, that we need to go into 2027, and this is me coming to PO 2027 now. We need to go into 2027 with the mindset of battle, with the mindset of war. We need to go into 2027 with that mindset. We need to radicalize Nigerians. We need to let Nigerians know in every way that 2027, we can't do 2027 like an election. Because if you are doing it like an election, it means INEC is the one. INEC is your source of hope. INEC is your source of victory. But if you do it like a war, both INEC, both the person that is coming to the, everybody will collect. So I just want us to know that that is the length we will need to go to rescue this country. So it's why every time, if you look, I've said, I really wish, I'm hoping that, by the time this whole, so we came out from PVC registration now to Osun State focus, I'm hoping because campaign technically, I can't remember the dates of by heart now, but campaign starts this month. I think maybe 15th, if I'm not mistaken, but it's going to start either or most likely after Osun State election. So I'm just hopeful that when campaign starts, everybody will begin to sit up and do what we need to do in terms of giving, promoting the right mindset for 2027 election. For people to know that 2027 has to be a literal do or buy affair. And I'm just saying buy because I'm tempted to say it as it is, but I'm saying buy because of censorship of platforms that we are streaming on. But it has to be that Nigerians have to be ready to aggressively take back this country. Because like I always say, it is never going to be easier than 2027. There's a common saying that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant it is now. Yeah. So if you think, you can afford to let go of 2027 and say, that's going to be because you think it's going to be too hard, because you think it's almost impossible, it cannot happen. You think, okay, you can afford to let it go. Trust me, if these guys imagine these guys have not even established their structure of criminality fully, and I'm speaking to north, south, east, west, everywhere. So they have not established their structure of criminality fully, and they are operating in this manner, like in this brazen manner. God, I leave you to imagine what will happen if they fully establish their structure of criminality. So again, I want to invite everybody, obedient, kwankwasia, if you are sympathetic, if you really want to make this country work. People are doing a lot of things. One of the main things I'll put it on Jumbo Training, because for me, I am interested in messages that help to contribute directly to 2027. There are different initiatives that you go in, but one of the key ones that we've been talking about for so long is people getting on smart ballots. Now, why that is important is that is almost like a ground zero for mobilization. It's not the end point, to be honest. It's pretty much the starting point. The ground zero for mobilization for every other thing that we can possibly do, including something you might be aware on TikTok, PUTCCN, Polling Unit of Coalition Center Movement, which is a couple of people who have said they are going to dedicatedly move from Polling Unit to Coalition Center. That's their work on that election day. I bet people say they are giving, even when we say, you can, all we need is 4 days. I bet people say they are giving 7. So that's the mindset that people need to start having. Those are the kind of groups we should be looking for to say, I want to join. These are the kind of things we should be thoroughly narrowing down to. Because I can tell you, one of the topic notes on this space today is something that came out during the week. That in 2027, Tinubu is going to remove energy subsidy. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
You've got to be joking.
Oh yeah.
See, if we dare make the mistake of allowing these guys, and this diaspora, non-diaspora, everybody, if we dare make the mistake of allowing these guys to return, except maybe if you're in diaspora, like, you don't have anybody in Nigeria, like you are totally disconnected from Nigeria. To be honest, I will exempt you. Congratulations to you. I'm happy for you. I wish I can be you. Right? But if in any way you still have links to Nigeria, I can tell you, if this guy is successful, because I've said it so many times, there's no way Tinubu can win 2027 election. Win. So if somebody tells you Tinubu will win, just tell the person, I know what you are saying. What you mean is Tinubu will lead. So let's come to terms with it. There's no way Tinubu can win in the literal meaning of winning 2027 election. It's just planning to rig. So I think it's pretty much left to us to ensure that that rigging is not successful. That's really our job. Because if for any reason that rigging becomes successful, I want to just tell you there are 2 things that are already pending on Tinubu's checklist that will be deployed to 2027. 1 is tax. 2, and I've got to give kudos to these guys. To be honest, I think To be honest, two is removal of electricity subsidy. And these are the guaranteed ones, guaranteed already. And they are telling you ahead, they are not, these are, to be honest, after that, I'm not sure I can summon the courage to really play Tinubu like that. Because I don't understand how, like Saddam was saying earlier on the space, first of all, I still struggle to okay, I mean, I kind of probably understand, like, I know that Tinubu has, the APC has successfully mentally battered Nigerians, that the mentality of an average Nigerian is a defeatist, is a defeated mentality. It's so difficult to take an average Nigerian out of that defeated mentality. It is so difficult, nearly impossible. But we have to find a way to do it. We have to find a way to do it. Oh God! If they remove by the time they remove that electricity subsidy in 2027. Anyway, we all will be here. I mean, we all will be here. Maybe by then, I don't. But I don't know. I really hope. I really hope. I only have to imagine it and don't see it happen. But I want to invite everybody to say, let's all of us put in our efforts in our individual way. If it's so, repost space, guys. Focus is on winning 2027. It's not just on doing bad books or doing whatever leads to 20. For me, anything that does not relate to winning 2027, I'm being declared to winner. Yes, don't put it like that. Because that will be actually 2023. The difference is the declaration. Anything that does not have to do with winning and being declared the winner 2027. To be honest, we should all let's try to major on the major. And just ensure that we get this country back. It's scary. The pictures I have in my head is scary. I try not to impose it. I try not to say it a lot. So it doesn't look as if you're also trying to spread fear. But I just got to tell you the truth. Tinubu does not have it in him to give Nigeria any form of good governance. So on that note, I'll end my submission and hope that everybody that listens take it very seriously. And please, if you've not gotten on smart ballot or you don't know what it's about, I'm hoping, okay, I'll probably get smart ballot on the space later today so you can speak and maybe also give people because as much as possible just to maybe ask questions, everybody that doesn't understand something. But a big long and short of smart ballot is that smart ballot is like a WhatsApp, but a WhatsApp that has been dedicated to election and strictly dedicated to election of removing Tinubu. Let me just feel like that. So it's a place where obedient, Kwakwasias, and everybody that wants to support Peter Obi, the OK ticket, can get on and be able to link with their roots, their polling units people, or at least they will know, okay, my polling unit is not yet complete. And they might have an opportunity to be the ones to, reach out and mobilize to other people within their polling unit and gather that block. It's very practical and simple. And if we're able to all contribute to it, do our part on it, then to be easier for us. So thanks to everybody that come to today's space. Hopefully we'll have a very engaging space. I can see a couple of, Nello, I don't try not to call you since, but I can see my sister Nello, who hopefully some of our people that feel, have felt some kind of way after 2023, and rightly so. are gradually coming back. Hopefully, I saw Gaboni was on space last week, and I was like, okay, that's beautiful. I can see Polonium on the speaker session. Polonium never went on break anyway. So thanks to everybody that's on the space today. Big shout out to everybody, both on X, on TikTok, and everywhere. So start now to take speakers. Saddam, I don't know if you have anything to add before we start taking speakers.
No, my brother, you have said everything. I think you have made all the points right. I'll just say, please, all I'll say is, please, guys, let's help us. If you're on TikTok, please, you guys, you know our agenda over there. You can now request on the mic. I see many of you request the mic and fell off because probably they'll be waiting to speak, right? But we're going to open up the floor right now to everybody to come in and speak. Please help us repost the live, we share the live wherever you're listening to us from YouTube also. Thank you guys. On my own parting shot, as Wellman have already said also, is we understanding that this election is going to be a different election. In fact, it's not the election, it's war. This 2027 war is going to be we must prepare accordingly, like you're going to war, right? We cannot, what we will not act or say is that we don't know how they're going to approach it. We already know how they're going to come. So it gives us a leverage to understand that you already know how your opponents are going to operate. It's not left for you. Are you ready to meet them? Are you ready to cower to them? Because I've always insisted that the most desperate persons or the most desperate set in the next elections are the people that emerge. If Tinubu is more desperate than us, it's ready for Tinubu 2.0. And I saw a lot of people that are coming back. The good thing about the Nigerian conversation is that, except say your placenta, then bury them for abroad. If I'm Nigeria, your placenta, they bury them. Agaracha must come back. Nigeria have a way of bringing us back to these conversations. No matter how you think you have absolved yourself from the reality of the country, there's just this love we have for motherland. There's just this love. You see people that have been out. Yeah, you will see people that never visited the country just because their parents they gave birth to their parents are Nigerians. They want to visit Nigeria. There's that Nigerian spirit that is always calling us. So we have to fix motherland. We have to, and the time frame is very short for us because if you I speak, there's some things I don't say here. It's within my circle that I understand most of it. When I look at global events, we have a very short period. We have a very short frame. We cannot go to 2030 with Tinubu in power. Nigeria cannot afford to go to 2030 with Tinubu in power. We cannot afford it for by any means. I am saying this. If Tinubu by a way rig, I will personally be calling for the military to take over. If Tinubu rigs the next election, let the military take over, or let them recolonize Nigeria. If Tinubu rigs the next election, and we are stupid enough like Nigeria not to do anything, we allow it to happen, I will just turn my whole conversation into calling for the military to take over. Whatever, damn it, let it be damned. Because we cannot go into 2030. If you understand what's happening globally, we cannot afford to go into 2030 with a demented man with an IQ of a chicken like Tinubu in power in Nigeria. It will not work. We are doomed. If you don't understand it, you don't understand what many of us are giving what we're giving to right now. Because we don't see them already. We don't see them already. Now hell, they happen on us. Let's open up the mic for our people to speak, guys. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you. Welcome back to you. Please, I think I just have like 3 speakers right now on TikTok. So I think if you do 2 here, then I'll come to TikTok and pick from them.
All right. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll start from here. You know, I've seen my brother. He came booyah. People really gave a lot for 2020. For 2023. So thanks and welcome to everybody again. Let's start with Mommy B. Mommy B. Let's have you. After which would come. If you're in the speaker section on X, please do have to raise your hand so I'll just be sure you.
Hey, 1 minute.
Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening from my side. Emma Saddam, good evening.
Hi, Saddam!
Woo! Kayla, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I owe you one. Let's not expose ourselves in public. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. I'll reach out at the back end. Thank you.
All right, so good evening, everyone from my neck of the woods. I hope you're all doing okay. I've been listening to both Saddam and 1 minute's monologues, and every time I think about Nigeria, especially looking at the context in which they were speaking from, I just get very, very scared. And I keep on wondering whether we've left this too late. If there's an actual way out for us. Because Tinubu's moving like a mafia boss. He's not there to serve anyone other than him and his cronies. And he's the kind of personality that doesn't mind burning down Nigeria just so that he has that second term. But in as much as it scares me, we can't just give up on Nigeria. And I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself until the elections have come and gone. Because I don't think people understand what he was doing with that the Osho local government fundings. Right. It is how he's getting everybody on side. You kiss the ring, all is okay. They will allow you to retain your position. You know, when I think about Osho State, I also then think about Alex Ote in Abia. I said, what's happening with him? Has he kissed the ring too? Is he pretending just so he could get second term? What do we as Nigerians do about this? Because this is pretty serious stuff. It's very serious. And if people don't seem to understand the mess that we're in, because if you did, you'll be fighting tooth and nail to make sure that 2027, the result is that Tinubu gets chased out of our sorrow. It's going to be hard, but I will not say it's not possible. It is. If people start now, we're even late. We need to do so much more because the prospect of a 2027 with Tinubu is too scary to even contemplate. That said, this man, Tinubu, is a demon. I don't understand it. A whole cardinal speaks to you about the state of the nation, speaking out for the poor, the common man who is struggling to survive. And all you could do in response is to attack a man of an unimpeachable reputation that is built up over the years of service. A man that understands what it means to serve. You send your dogs after him. You send it after, by extension, the Catholic Church, by extension, the body of Christ. If you're not angry, I don't know why you wouldn't be. Because this is a whole lot of bullshit. A whole lot of bullshit. And I just pray, I really genuinely pray that we can get our acts together and work hard to ensure that Tinubu is a one-term president. We speak it into existence, we pray it into existence, but we will work to ensure that we get there. And that's all I have to say. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank you, Mommy B. Thank you. I know how, to be honest, it's very, if you really think about what Tinubu is doing to Nigeria and Nigerians, it's very saddening. But like you said, we can't risk having Tinubu beyond God. You can't God. You can't risk having him beyond 2027. I mean, it was already a pain, especially when you put the things together, knowing that this is Tinubu's second like this is his first term. And if you've even noticed, from what the bishop said, Tinubu, when they told him about security, he said no, there was no problem. They told him about economy, he said no, there was no problem. It means Tinubu's mental headspace right now is that Nigeria is in a perfect situation. That's how he sees Nigeria. So, and when you feel like you've gotten to your desired perfect destination, the next to do is to now start to milk people. Anyway, Polonio.
Exactly. Just imagine that mindset, my brother.
Yes, now.
He believes that he has done it. They have fixed Nigeria. So this second time, I will come out to steal. Nigeria go.
Tinubu mad now. Nigeria is like easy. Because see, if people that pay attention to this, should understand this, right? As of when Tinubu initially got in, right? Well, I don't want to say he was pretending or whatever, but in his mental space, he admitted that Nigerians were suffering. He admitted that, that's why he was saying all those, that's when he was doing all those baby steps of pain. You've seen many of those videos. I know that whatever, like it tells you like, oh, he knows that you are suffering, that you should just bear with, blah, 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 blah. So, he has now transitioned. You just didn't notice. He has transitioned. So, now, he knows that we have now gotten to the destination that I wanted to take us to. So, from where he is now, he's in the perfect place. Oh, God. Polonium. Let's have Polonium, after which we'll take 2 speakers from TikTok as well and come back.
Yes, 1 minute, my brother.
Zini, I'm going to come to you next now, please.
So just get
ready.
On your social media platforms. Welcome, my brother.
Zini and Blossy.
Let me speak to the people who probably are listening and the people who, even as we speak, 1 minute, say people will remove energy subsidy. We concerned as we speak that people who are doing BBM, Niger space, those ones, they don't have problems. As we speak, that people who are doing Chelsea spaces, so who they go help, So let me speak to people who are listening. And at this point, we're not trying to convince anybody because there's nobody in Nigeria who is not feeling the pains. But let me listen to those who are genuinely undecided. In 1969, right? Because I want to tie this case. In 1969, in the height of the Nigerian Civil War, international communities came together, and they were accusing the federal government of Nigeria of deliberately, starving the people in the other side, their opponents. And, several conditions were established. Women and children were being deliberately starved, and poverty was used as an instrument of war. In reply to that international, backlash, the Minister of Finance then, who was Chief Obafemi Awolowo, responded, and I quote, "All is fair in war. The starvation is one of the weapons of war. I don't see why we should feed our enemies fat in order for them to fight harder." You can fact check this statement. There are several published books that have been made about it. One of it is a book by Chino Achebe titled "There Was a Country, A Personal History of Biafra," was published in 2012. You can go there and check. Let me bring it to 2026. Now, the scenario there was, the main conversation there was hunger. People were in a very dire situation where there was hunger in the land, there was starvation, and there was war. Now, in 2026, we have a president who prides himself to be the foremost Southwestern leader. This is not about the Southwest because it's not about Southwest, it's not about tribe, it's about politics. He prides himself to be the foremost leader of the Southwest in today. And is it a surprise that in the face of the same situation, because the bishops went there to tell him, "Sir, your people are hungry. Your people are being starved. The things that you're doing is not getting to the ordinary man." So invariably that we can conclude that the circumstances is the same, because the core crux here was the hunger and starvation in the land. And a president who prides himself as the foremost leader of the Southwest, a rebirth or a reborn of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, decides to use the same quote. But in this context, because there's no physical war, politics became the subject. So Nigerians, when we say that this man has declared war on Nigerians, this is not about hate. It is about a deliberate determination by an individual to declare war on a people. Let me also say further, the people who went to see him were not politicians. It wasn't a statement that was made to a rival political gang or group. The the Catholic institution is an apolitical group. They have no business in politics. This institution has been supporting Nigerian generations before our parents were born, before any of us here was born. They have built hospitals, they have built schools, they have built every institution. On top of that, they have built the lives of millions of Nigerians over the generations. This is an internationally recognized institution. When the Catholic Church speaks, they speak for peace and progress in any country. And so therefore, rather than listen to these people, a president whose only focus is power, who has no humanity in him, does not care about you or anybody, any ordinary simple people, looked at these individuals and told them all is fair in politics. Let me break it down further. All is fair in politics. Let's interrogate that phrase. If you give me a few more seconds. Let us use Osun State as an example. So, local governments, the state government account that should have been used to pay workers who just ended last month and are looking for pay in this month. They lock their account. Local government workers, state government workers will not be paid. So everybody can go to hell, can go hungry, my apologies, because all is fair in politics. So if you go to your polling unit and you are attacked, you are attacked at any means, all is fair in politics. Why do we say so? The person that made that statement, Tinubu, if he had given an addendum, a pre or post addendum, perhaps all is fair in politics, but I will do everything to ensure that you have free and fair elections. Never made that statement. All he said was all is. So anyhow you see him, anyhow you get them, anyhow they give you, any bus, any boso, if you like, all is fair in politics. Whether somebody comes and takes the polling unit, the ballot boxes, and declares me winner, all is fair. And then, in the same frame of mind, because if you're a student of strategy, military strategy, the best form of attack, the first form of defense is attack. He makes the statement and tells you, oh, INEC is independent. In the same statement. Now, let me push that forward. So today, to concise what you guys have talked about, he decides to make an institution that he declared that is independent. He decides to give directives. My question to you, Nigerian that is listening to, if Tinubu gives directives to independent, anti-corrupt agencies, corruption agencies, which are supposed to be independent, what will stop Tinubu from giving directives to INEC to justify and write him results? What exactly will stop him? After all, he's giving directives. He can give directives and a court order can be vacated. What will stop him from giving directives for elections to be manipulated and written in his favor? In conclusion, my brother, this is what I want Nigerians to focus on. 1 Kings chapter 12, 1-5. The children of Israel went to their king to tell them, your father dealt with us. O king, be merciful. What did the king say to them? I will do 10 times worse than my father. And the children of Israel said, to your tents, O Israel, let every man look up for himself. This is what I want to say to Nigerians. So your polling units, O Nigerians, this government has nothing in mind for you. If you do not act like the children of Israel and look after yourself and what is good for you, you will be responsible for the outcome in 2027. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Polonium. Thank you very much. It's very, like what you just said, is very apt. We need to know that that statement is not only for Tinubu. That he say what he will do. Napoleon asked a question that, if Tinubu gives instruction to INEC, who can stop it? We are the only ones that can stop it, too. Like Nigerians collectively. We are the only ones that can. The truth is that all that's required for Tinubu to be removed literally from power is Nigerians turn up. Like, just say, we not decree, not like, and to be, again, because I've seen Saddam try to explain this thing a lot on any Saddam show, and people still do not get it. Like, it's why, for example, I was saying earlier that I do not really, I'm not using, I know that I've said it before. Or should say the election we have to now, people will see maybe Nigerians buying votes, or the way they did the election. People will not come and say, hey, see the way they did it, 2027, it's a lie. See, you will not have a better opportunity to take back Nigeria than a general election. Even people that are talking about revolution, and I was on the table of revolution a lot, like, not sure what is revolution, but an actual revolution, I quickly realized that the only opportunity you ever have to even get a revolution is on through a general election. I mean, a general election is the only opportunity you have to have so many Nigerians out at the same time for the same political related event. You will never have it again. So it's why I was telling somebody recently that, I commented it somewhere. I was telling somebody that I made a comment, but I was just telling somebody that if Shawari was really serious, like if I was Shawari and this not, and I was really serious about revolution, my strategy for this 2027 would have been, I would have gone to Peter Obi and said, Peter Obi, just let me join your campaign council. I want to be part of election protection team. That's what I want to be. So that by the time they read the election, if you don't want to call for revolution, me, I will call for it. Because you never see any other thing. This general election is probably the only opportunity. So let's have that at the back of our mind. Thank you very much, Polonium. Saddam, let me hand over to you to get speakers from TikTok. Then when we return, we'll go to Nehemiah.
All right, thank you very much. Zini, you have the mic in 5 minutes, please. Welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, Saddam. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. It's been a while. I've just been listening to everybody, and honestly speaking, I feel we give Tinubu too much credit. That's just my own. Like, a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, I'm scared. Oh, Tinubu will do this. Oh, Tinubu will do that." Please, I beg. Tinubu is an old man. The man is old. The only thing he's going to use to rig his way is talks. Because I believe if they are using the police on that day, I categorize them as talks. If they are going to use the military to rig, they are also under talks. So all he's going to use on that, on that day are talks. And the people that is going to come out to vote are more than the talks. Nigeria's numbers are more than the talks. So all this whole trying to, make him look like one kind beast of no empire, I don't get. Like, the man is just nothing. Nigerians, we are more in number. Yesterday, we had the privilege of having the founder of Smart Ballots with our team. We had like a meeting with him concerning how to use the app on the election day with the PUTCCM movement. And there was something he said. He was like that over 1,805 polling units have been registered in the Smart Ballots. And each of those polling units, from what I see, they have more than 50 people who are registered. I've seen the one like over 120. So in my own understanding, I'm like, if we have these numbers on ground and they are prepared with their weapons, I don't think any fool will want to come in there and try to disrupt the election or try to disrupt the votes. It won't make any sense. It's like, you're meeting your grave that day. It's not possible. You can't do anything. So I'm just using this opportunity to encourage Nigerians to get themselves ready. I don't see 2027 election as an election. I see it as war. I see it as battle. I see it as revolution. I see it as a do or die affair. Everybody should just get ready. I'm always making this statement. On that day, everybody should just wear black and black. Nobody should wear colored. We should wear black from head to toe. Let's send a statement first. That if you want to come and read the election, like you are going to just, we want to life you on that day. So everybody should just get ready. And please, if you've not joined the PUTCCM, I beg join. This is not a movement for a specific group of people. It's for every Nigerian who are ready to defend their votes. This movement is, we are ready to stand on that day. We are ready to defend. And I'm so happy that the movement is already spreading. We now have our state coordinators in some states, and we are moving. Now we've collaborated with the smart ballots. So it's a good thing. And I really want Nigerians to join this movement. It's a movement that is a 7 days movement. That day like this, once we have seen our results appearing on smart ballots, and INEC want to come and give us mago, we will just burn down that collation office, that collation center. All of them is just burn. Everybody, they'll just fight that day. We will just lit that place with fuel and fire. We are not even, this one is not a threat. I tell people, I'm not even going to just sugarcoat it. I'm sending threats. It's not a threat, it's a guarantee. Don't rig the votes. Let everybody just come and vote. Let's do what we are supposed to do. Let's all, let it be legal. Everybody, vote who you want to vote. Put your ballot paper in your ballot box. You move on. Nobody should come. That day, any police they want to use, any military they want to use. If you're in this life, if you're a policeman, you're military, please be hearing. If they want to use you that day, and you say you want to come and steal our ballot, to us, we are seeing you as stock. That uniform, we are not even seeing the uniform. We are not seeing you as stock. Please, we are begging you in the name of God. Nobody should come and read. We are not smiling on that day. All these people are saying, see what happened now in Osun State. As he received backlash, now in Papa go write statement, post up for Twitter, say he's embarrassed. Embarrassed is because Nigerians came after him. We all came after him. That's to show you the power the people have. If we can use the same voice and turn it into movement, turn it into action on that day, we are going to win this election. There's not even two ways about it. A lot of people are already against this man. Even the military people he wants to use, I'm very sure that they don't tire. Police people said they don't tire. They're the ones that are always, coming out to protest pension. Everybody is tired of this man. They want him out. And to God be the glory, he has even made it easier for us by insulting the bishop and insulting the cardinal and insulting. So it's like everything just going smooth. It's just going smooth for us. So you should just continue. My own is, please, Nigerians, if you want to join this movement, just DM me. And at this point, why we are the feet of that day, why we are the armor of that day, why we are the weapons of that day, I really want to also use this opportunity to ask if there's anybody that wants to help us. But right now, we need flyers, we need banners, because we want to go and distribute it all across states. We already have our people on ground. Like I said, we've gotten our state coordinators who are coordinating states. We need as much help financially as we can get. If you will help us to, pay for the printing of flyers or banners or t-shirts or face cap, please DM me. I can just, connect you to a printer, and then you can pay for as much number as you want for the flyers and the banners. We actually need as much assistance as we can get right now. We need to spread more. We don't have enough time again. January 16 is already here. We need to get everybody ready to fight, because 2027 from the rack center, we are moving from the rack center to the poly unit. We are not even going to wait for these people to do any nonsense, because I see some people are saying that they will not want to come out early, or they will not want to bring. Okay, now we will wait for them at their gate. If they don't come out early, we'll break. See, I don't even need to say anything. My blood is hot now. I just wish this election was next month. Things too far. I'm just tired. Tinubu has to go. And somebody used to say, Tinubu. I don't even want to think of Tinubu coming. There are only two options. Is either Peter Obi wins or Nigeria divides. That's it. Those are the only two options there. Tinubu cannot come back. He cannot rule any state anywhere in Nigeria. But if we divide and his people want him to rule them, that's not a problem. But my own is he's not coming back. And Nigerians will make sure that he does not come back. So please send a DM to me to join the movement, and also to help us in printing, because we need it, right? We need like ASAP. We need it like yesterday. Thank you, Saddam.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. Let me just add my voice a little bit to what Zini just said right now, because I've said this, that for me, it looks, when people look at it from outside, it looks like it's something that's difficult. When you say something is difficult, is if you've not done it before, then it begins to look difficult. For me, we have done this before, and I've gone back to the drawing board, and I say this, that one thing I'm not going to do coming to this electoral cycle is to lie to myself or lie to people. I'm not, God knows, left for me, I don't want to be hosting these spaces. I'm mentally, it's draining. But I've looked at it and I'm like, there's a very high possibility, because if Tinubu had, if I'd looked at it from any angle and seen that Tinubu had the capacity of Nigerians actually willing to support him, I won't waste my time. I will just, what will happen, let it happen. But the truth of the matter is that Tinubu is highly hated and rejected across the country. You cannot, this is, there are real people, real data. You cannot, the only way you see people supporting Tinubu on social media are mainly faceless people. Because if Tinubu was actually working, was actually performing, even his supporters will put their face to it. I'm not talking about the ones that have sold their souls, the ones that actually get paid big money, those ones that are anywhere benefice political influencers, right? I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about the ones that you see regular everyday people like us are on social media that hide their faces. They cannot campaign for the man with their face. They cannot campaign for the man with their names, right? So I know that the reality of ground is that Tinubu is not accepted by the Nigerian people. So if he's not accepted by the Nigerian people, it means that he has been rejected. But elections is not just based on the rejection of the people. It's based on understanding the modus operandi on how elections are being run in our country. And the way Tinubu is planning to get back to power is not by votes. He knows we will not vote him. He knows we didn't vote him in the first place. So you heard this man will carry him out like snail anus, Festus Keyamo. He said that the next election is coronation. There's coronation. So for them, there's a lie they're trying to pass across, like, who is going to coronate Tinubu? Who is voting Tinubu? Who is going to vote Tinubu? Nobody's ready to vote Tinubu. Even all the governors are with him because of the money that he paid them, 500 billion per state. If you collect your 500 billion, you count APC, will give you 500 billion. Who doesn't want that money? Right? So there's nobody that says this. The ones that are following, that's why he's buying all the elite voices, all the potential. If you are doing well, you don't need advertisement. People look at APC. I have all my shortcomings for Alex Otti and everything. Even though I understand the fact that despite everything, he did not come to the APC. I was expecting him to, but he stood his ground. And even though he has been trying to pander and everything, well, I understand perfectly, and I understand those that drag him also. But one thing that you can see is you cannot take away from Alex Otti's governance. You can't take away the governance of it. It is visible. It is visible to his haters. APC cannot even field the candidate in Abia State in the next elections. It is one state that they are guaranteed that they cannot rig this man. No matter what they do, they can't rig this man to that place. They know. Abia State will be born. That is what good governance is about. All this candidate was shouting 3 months ago when they were trying to intimidate Alex Otti. Just cast your mind to 3 months or 4 months ago when he was saying that Alex Otti was painting roads. Remember those times he said Alex Otti did not do anything, that's the road that he built, that he was repainting it. The deputy speaker, the deputy speaker went to go and say that he's going to become the governor, he's going to buy form. When they went on ground and saw what they were seeing, it's not man that told the deputy speaker to go and buy to go and buy House of Reform. when Baba goes, he say, "Oh well, this one I set up because when they want to do, you see, I say even when you can't really get the time. Okay, that day if you can't really they go burn you." You see, I'm saying, or we can just go stay contain my house. Do you understand? That is the level of governance you do perform your country that you're unreachable. So that is exactly the same thing for me. Tinubu, if Tinubu had worked, it's what we'll be seeing happening across the country in general. So there is an abject failure. So for us, we have to understand that to take Tinubu out, it has to be an election that we must see as war, because Tinubu has told people already, all is fair in politics. He's ready for war. We must be ready for war. And that's why I'm going to please push. If you can reach out to Well-Me Nigeria, please join the polling units to Coalition Center movement. They are actually doing a great job with the smart ballots. Also, please download the smart ballots. I was privileged to have been briefed on the app over the weekend, and my goodness, I was blown away by what. I don't want to come and start sounding overconfident, but Nigerians are ready for Tinubu. Nigerians are actually working. Nigerians are actually, it's like unlike 2023, where I carry everything for head. We carry everything for head for Vawulence Space. Like say we won't kill ourselves. No, Nigerians have taken up the mantle. I am so happy to what I'm seeing Nigerians doing. The ingenuity of the Nigerian spirit is amazing. How much Nigerians are getting ready for this man is crazy. How Nigerians are mobilizing themselves in their little circles, their little corners, and doing things. And I'm not saying this for you people, you listen to me to now labor and say, oh, they're doing it. No, everybody has to get involved in the process, because like I always say, it might just be you that God has put it in place with the idea to oust this government. When I'm a very firm believer, I don't believe in God, that's on you, please. No verse. This is my time where I preach, right? I'm one of those people that when I read from the Bible, there's someone that always inspires me, and that's the story of Gideon. Gideon came from the lowest tribe, the tribe that they believe that nothing can happen from this tribe. This person, nothing good can come from there. Nothing can happen from him. In fact, he was not even one of the biggest in his family. He was just in our today's world. He was that person with 10 followers on X. He didn't have 100 followers. He didn't have 10,000 followers. He didn't have 5,000 followers. He just had 10 followers. And it was through him salvation came for his people. So it might just be you that idea has been laid upon your heart, and you're looking at yourself and say, but I don't have followers, so I don't know how to do it. So no, please do not look from that angle. Just start something. Whatever that been placed in your spirit as a Nigerian, please start doing something. And probably when you start doing something and you feel overwhelmed, you can reach out to people and say, oh, Saddam, see you, I beg, go see what they feel, or see what is, please, can this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, this is what we need help with. And that is exactly what we're seeing with the smart ballot people, what you're seeing with the polling units people, and different movements across the country, because these people understand the efficacy of timing, that if Nigeria as a country allow Tinubu into 2027, we are doomed. If you don't understand what's happening globally, Nigeria will not survive to 2030 with Tinubu in presidency. I hope this passes. So please, guys, reach out for the smart ballot on with Well-Me Nigeria, and also the polling unit agents. Polling unit defending your vote. Everybody must be in that movement. As long as you're voting in Nigeria, you have to join that movement, because we are all going to have to protect our votes together. Thank you, guys. Let me bring him. Let me bring one more speaker from this side, and I'll circle back to you. Listen, Blossy, you see the kind of people here for my TikTok. My TikTok people don't be small people though. My TikTok people na gridai. So you don't understand.
Hello, Saddam.
Then go bye. Good morning.
My sister said, now black on black.
Oh, my God. Welcome. You have 5 minutes. Please.
Thank you. I said today, now I go trigger APC for one platform. They call the fire money guns. May they take me on. The fire money guns. What did I talk? I said the recent survey that was completed just few months ago on Tinubu's approval rating of his governance on economy, security, social amenities, and everything. That Nigerians, he was rated as 30.2% by Nigerians. Meaning that this guy don't fail colossally. And this is actually due to the economic hardship biting grassroots Nigerians. Whilst he with him cronies and all in criminals, and therefore at the top, they buy the fleet of cars, they misappropriate and waste money, they thief, they embezzle, and they give no flying fuck to the ordinary Nigerian. Sorry for swearing, but that's how I feel. I beg, make parents and grandmas and grandpas close their children's ears. Forgive glossy. They don't give a damn. Tinubu was emotionless. He lacked empathy. A whole sitting president of a great country like our country, the Wazobia nation, telling us, hunger was there before I was born. I'm not gonna go on churches or whatever. When I go to ask, sure? Tinubu now has completed what is called state capture. And he honor to squeeze and squeezing the life out of every Nigerian. Whether you are in the diaspora or you are on the grand in Nigeria, he doesn't care. Because people in the diaspora, they feel them. Then they fill them with the money when they send, they go home. And still, this man, they collect from that black tax remittance. And now billions of dollars. Where Nigerian people there for Japan land, they suffer, they do 2-3 jobs just to be able to feed themselves where they do. They face all the stress of work, they face all the health issues from overworking. They face all the societal issues like racism. They still they work in order to make small money. May they still be able to pay for everything when they're for Jackman and still get small to take and give their loved ones for home. Now it be the reality of the people in the Jackman land. And still on top of that one, Tinubu, Tinu fraud, Jaga bandits, see they collect money from that money where people in the diaspora they send they go home. And if not for that help, we're running to billions of dollars from the people in the diaspora. Only God know how Nigeria for day. Because this one what they told saying now 140 million Nigerians they live in abject poverty. In fact, maybe the out of 230, what would they look? Maybe now the whole complete 220 million for the live like that. My people, make we wake up. These people don't do us in. They suffer when they for ground for home too much. The fuel increase. The cost of living, you buy something for 1 naira now, go again for that same day in the afternoon. The price don't change. The best way they sell are the same person, the product not the same, but due to the instability in the economy, with the highest, one of the highest levels rates of inflation, what would they fight now? They tell us not to sit down, they swallow the job. Say, Nigeria don't get money. Everything hard. Any development, they take time. My people, I remind you now, APC don't there for power for our country for going 12 years. In that 12 years, over a decade now, what did that achieve? Make one can't tell me what did that achieve. You know, say anytime when I go ask any APC supporter, I bet on no vessel. Waiting on a Jaga bandit to achieve on poverty. Nail Fund, Coastal Road, sure. When they look a manifesto on poverty, he said he go address food insecurity. He go make our country, make it there accessible to agriculture. But my sisters and brothers, in reality, what we don't see, with the Jagabandits, Boko Haram boys running all over the whole country, they kidnap our children, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters. They buy them, they torture them. They tell their leader, Jagabandits, Bola, make he send them money. How we want to grow food for our land? Instead, right now, Nigeria, they import and even import pepper in millions and billions of dollars business. You know, they hear me so? No be say God no bless our land to farm. No be say we no feel work. No be say Nigerians and they lazy. But see, due to the level of insecurity, farmers and they fear to enter farm. I don't see video where it be say police officers them, those ones hungry catch them so much with poor pay. When they even show them for their video, their uniform now black, gray. Then some of them I see how they take needle, take the sew. You go see the patch they don't put for the body. These guys they stand for one rural road. They tell the farmers they won't carry seed when they won't go plant for farm. So they must stop, come pay them money before they enter the farm where their own parents live for them. Which kind of life be that? My country people, we are more than these Nigerians. We are more than this. But I let you know, nothing we know that our country. Because God don't too bless us. God Almighty is infinite wisdom. Don't too bless our country, Nigeria. We are a blessed people naturally. Now make I tell on now.
All right, Blossy, it could be
election now. Now 5.
Blossy, please, if you could wrap up in a minute, please.
Now Awura for Awura. Black on black. Awura for Awura. Tifnubu and only APC must go. Otherwise, now so some of them go they buy, they go. And Tifnubu go double, bye. This is very important because we don't too suffer under them. There is nothing they can do. We are more than them in number. Make everybody come out. Place your family before any tribe, any religion, any nonsense, any bribery where they won't give you. What a bag of rice go do for you and your family for 4 years? Put your family, say to yourself, I'm a Nigerian mother, I'm a Nigerian dad, I'm a Nigerian son, I'm a Nigerian daughter. I deserve better. You see that China, oh, hey, China fine, oh, we feel better for Nigeria. The only thing what would they hope for? Now the leadership of His Excellency, Sir Peter Greg Obi, and his excellent record on integrity to lead us through. And we must fight to take our country back out of the chokehold, out of the stranglehold of APC.
All right.
Tinubu,
all right.
Because they don't want better for any Nigeria.
All right, thank you.
Now numbers, so now we'll take past them. And now we must stand, we must fight. Our no council, our no come. We must take back our country from APC and Tinubu because they are demons in human flesh and they don't care about any Nigerian, no matter what part of the country you come from. No, now wake up, my people. I beg you. Now my voice, now they take the call upon all our military wives, all the policewomen wives.
All right. Thank you very much, Blossy. Thank you. I'll have to circle back the mic now to X. Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. Welcome back to you, please.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you to Zini and Blossy for that submission. I don't hear another one today. Tifnubu, Tinuburuku, Jagabandit. Thank you very much. Quite silent submission, but that's actually the spirit we need to go into 2027 with. Let me quickly come to Nehemiah, after which I'll take McDonald's, then I'll take, after Nehemiah McDonald, I'll check, then maybe come back to Rita. Nehemiah, please go ahead.
Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, world. Good evening, everybody. I don't think anybody needs any form of convincing on what exactly we want to do. But I'll just say a few things. Number one, I will always maintain, I think one of the speakers mentioned, that Tinubu is really a coward. He just acts all of this stuff. And so that people don't get angry with me. In 1993, when the military began to move mad, the first person to run away from this country was Tinubu. Abi? I went to go and start doing Nadeco from abroad. A very, very chicken man. You would think that it was a one-off thing. In NSAS, when things became very heated up, who disappeared to France? Same Tinubu. So the thing is, if Nigerians only knew the power that we have as a people, if only Nigerians knew the power that we have as a people, then in fact, we will not even need to even wait till 2027. But of course, let's not be too forward. Let us wait till 2027. And another thing I will say is this, right? Still on the same thing. An uprising throughout history, an uprising in any country, if you look at some of the events that have led to regime change, e.g., 1979 in Iran, e.g., what happened in Egypt, what was that thing called the Arab Spring. Number of people that have actually died in an uprising. People go and protest, and let's say they kill a couple of people, maybe 100, 200. Let's even say that for Nigeria, an uprising happens today, and we demand that we do not want these people again. And I'm saying today, as it stands now, today. What's going to happen? Tinubu is going to use the element of state, which he always has been using since anyway, throwing the police, throwing the military. Maybe a couple of people die, 500, maybe 1,000, right? Okay, so let's assume that this happened in 2023. Again, hypothetical, right? If we had done something like this in 2023 and refused to get... If we refuse to agree and got to this point, let's say we lose this number of people, right? We would have need to prevent the number of people that have died between 2023 and 2025. Now, do you know how many people have died between 2023 and 2025? According to statistics, I'm trying to remember which particular OFLAB, OFRA, yes, released the document that at least an average of 11 to 12,000 people have died every year in Nigeria since 2023 to 2025. That is a total of like 37,000 people that we would have prevented from dying because, again, the average Nigerian told ourselves, okay, let's allow this thing happen. I'm only saying this because if we allow the same thing, and just so you know, some people that were among those that died in that 37,000, probably we are part of those that are saying, oh, let us allow these people go in. We are faced with another opportunity today to either allow it happen because they will. Of course, all of us know that the APC is not interested. In fact, Tinubu said something, was it today or was it yesterday, that those of you that want to use insecurity to remove me, I am a stubborn man. I don't know if you saw that thing, right? He's only saying clearly that he knew what he did in 2014. You know, like they say, there's somebody quoted that thing as an Igbo proverb, that the person where they use sword, they kill person, no go allow make you carry sword coming back because he's going to be afraid, right? They are going to kill him. So this guy already has a plan to use INEC, to use the Nigerian police. If you doubt me, look at what's happening in Osun State. I'm going to round up. He has used every element of state against Osun State. There are more political assassinations in the last 3 weeks than in the last 3 years in this country, in only Osun State. APC will use all of these elements of state and non-state actors against us. The question is, what exactly are we going, and like Saddam said, is he that is more desperate that is going to eventually win this war? The average Nigerian must be willing and ready to go to war. And I'm not even saying just use your mouth and go to war. You have to get the tools that are, whatever it is that's in your disposal, right? I don't know what you're going to do, but what is important is that if you know that you really, really want to take your country back, you will start planning. If you have to buy things, buy things. If you have to mobilize, mobilize. If you have to educate, educate. Whatever it is that you need to do today, because again, the Nigerian police will come after you, thugs will come after you, your pastors will come after you, your friends, those that, of course, those that are sympathetic to this criminality will come after you. So again, it depends on you. Whatever you're going to do, please do. At this point, I yield the mic. God bless.
Thank you very much, Nehemiah. I totally agree. Truly, that everybody, we need to know that 2027, every one of us have a role to play. First, I think the most important thing that, and in the coming days or probably months, we'll probably begin to see more of these things. But the most important element of 2023 election, or 2027 election rather, is one, the mindset that we come out with. That's why it's important for us to keep. If you go to, I've said a couple of times, if you go to my tier, it is not by chance that almost anything I tweet, I put hashtag media that. It's not because I understand the power of narrative setting. Understand the power of, if we start to from now proclaim, like we've heard a lot of people say on this space, thanks to even Zini on TikTok, and I will be saying things that 2027 we need to consider it a war. That's the most important element, that mindset. Then the second is pretty much these people. So we need to be able to bring a lot of people on board across different platforms that we have been using. And I'm not saying online, really. If you should be meeting people in your local circle of influence and be helping to reshape this mindset and prepare everybody's mind towards the war we are going into in 2027. So thank you very much, Nehemiah. Quickly, I'll go over to McDonald, after which I'll check if the speakers available on TikTok. Then we'll come to Rita. McDonald, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Emir Saddam and well-meaning, and every other person, every other colleague on this space with the same ideology like us. I want to start with this, or from this angle. Rivers, I'm an Igbo person, but Rivers State na my base. Port Harcourt guy, where I be. I was telling my people today that, not today, but in recent times, that going forward, my financial assistance to any of them, even if you're my sibling, even if they're my friend, going forward, if you don't show me a picture of your, it's sure that they send me your voter's card, as they send me your account number, if you don't show me a picture of your voter's card, I'm not to give you any funding, any of my funding. Except say I they owe you money, or I won't pay you back the loan or the debt I they owe you. But saying I me just the one dash you, or one support you, or one assist you. If I know say they're ready to vote in 2027, I know they help you, because I don't they plan to tell people, say 2027, my life or my destiny is at stake. Because even if life better for me and Nigeria is fucked up, it never better for me, because I will now have a long list of beggars following me up and down. My people, they talk for my balance, say, ala ofonye wo eze, ala awukwa eze, which means in any setting where only one person get money, or only one person get good job, or only one person they do well, nobody they do well for that setting. So I want in a setting where a good number of us go they do well, so that even if it drive from my side, another person they will go support. But if my people don't want help me, or no one support, or no one see this idea, say we need to come out this evil way they here, so that everybody go fit strive, everybody fit thrive in whatever good you want to do. But some of them no one here. I don't tell them already. It's life and death in this 2027. Like women, you always say, it's not they can buy be that. If you don't want, if you're not there ready, just no put body, no come near. You understand? And the thing when I want to remind our people, see, this 2027 say Tinubu go league with INEC. they believe him. Make I tell you something. Why I know they believe him? And they feel say, for the reason to be possible, we must be nonchalant. We must be less interested. If you see, if we fully come out as in show our interest, people go wrong with the rigging, even within this. I don't remind Saddam say in 2015, right? Yes, 2015 in Imo State. Imo State by birth. What do you mean? On Hakim couldn't rig the election, even though saying I'm the sitting governor. He's supported by the federal government. He couldn't rig it against Rochas because the masses where they see, they run away. This man from Muguta, this former Senate president, out of Zeribi, wife, one of his wives, come down, PDP woman, carry the thing for inside body, the written result. They want enter collection center. They no agree. They wrong. She wrong. So when people when they talk say INEC, they don't want to and they talk with one person where they beg me money few days for yesterday. I just ask and say, you don't get where your voter, you don't get voter's card. She say what thing she want to use voter's card do. Say this one where vote they count. I say if your vote no they count, why did they pay you 20,000 for polling vote? Why did they pay you 10,000? Why did they pay you 5,000 to buy your vote if you know they count? What are you people thinking of? What are you guys talking about? Now you want to listen to as in to face say they don't already rig them. Now so you do 2023, they don't already rig them. Now your life is getting worse. 2027, you don't already talk say now they don't already rig them. That means you go even enter on the ground before 2030 go reach there. If you don't sit up now, she tell me say, I know what happened for River State. The other say, people, they mobilize people, they keep this one, they keep that one. The last speaker now said, give us analysis. Say, assuming say now 1,000 people now buy for 2023 if they would vote. It would have prevented the number of people that is already buying now. Already buy. I tell you, they always talk say the person who buy yesterday. Now the person waiting say he no go buy day before yesterday. The one will go buy today. Now the one will talk say yesterday, you know they buy you. The one will go buy tomorrow. Now the one we are not there for space. Now in they try tell us say nothing they happen. Nothing. Things they happen no. If we not sit up, we need to sit up. This will not be a joke now. To tell you say this man has already shown us his hand, straight one hand. By a no longer if the command EFCC now the EFCC is already released the fund. Release the account of Ocean. INEC is independent. Now, people defend INEC. With all the, are we not seeing the handwriting on the wall? What are we waiting for? I beg. I don't know how to continue again. I beg. I'm Saddam. I don't know this one where we and Tio Abu Dhabi waiting with the NDC logo. I don't know this thing. People will never know. They know they're serious for this thing. What they happen to us.
All right, now do that. Again, I've been saying that on here. Thank you very much, first of all, McDonald. That was a fire submission. I to be honest, now mindset. We need to our mindset going into this election has to be this. This, and it's very, very important. And Tio Abu, they don't call you if you're there yet. Go and sort out your logo issues. It's not logo.
You see, let me go address that thing. My major problem is that many of us have not learned from 2023. Right? It's depending on a party that you did not build, thinking that they will come and they will bend to you, or they will adjust to how you feel or you think. You people have not learned. So please don't know. I beg. I'm saying this. Don't ever. Nobody can ever carry NDC this and come near me. I feel just fight with you, please. If you want to get involved, go and enter there and know what you want to do there. But if you're not with those people who built that party, they have given you a vehicle. As I see that vehicle, I know my aid of using that vehicle now to get presidency. Whatever they're doing is their business. Consign me. It's none of my business. It's like people have not learned from it. Trying to I know how many months we spent here trying to turn Abure to become you. And now we just, I think, trying to force grown men to think like you. I know that's not. I know they learn. One minute of now, they X. We see when an open space, they drag and we to Abu. Yeah, you want Abu to start thinking like you. Abu. God. When I see, honestly speaking, when I see one of you people, I just say, well, I get time. When I get time, like, I will never open a space in my life and address to Abu. I can never, or expect anything from him, or make him a talking point. Nigeria, I will spend my time talking on P Square. It's more important. It's more important because you people have not learned from Abu. That's what I've learned, honestly speaking. But let's go back to our conversation. I beg you.
Yeah. So you have speakers on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, one verse. Okay, one verse. Please bring the next speaker to me. Let me bring them up here for me. The problem is that TikTok, roasted corn children, they always request my prayer. So, and today now, today Vawulence Space. I don't want to bring one roasted corn. We come in, I will come. Now that they request my tire, if I bring those people come here, they go scatter this show. So.
No, which I was supposed to come to you, but please pardon me. I just saw like Tem says here. So Tem, since you're in the order, 3 minutes I will give you, so that you can quickly go to the other people. Please go ahead, Tem.
Good evening, everybody. Rita, please, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I agree to Saddam. Manabanali, I am so happy to see you for the second time. Last week's Thursday, I tuned in late, but I couldn't request for the mic and I saw you on the space. It's a pleasure seeing you again. Happy New Year, and I hope you've been doing so well. I've listened to people talk here, but I want to say something. There is no phrase as all is well in. Is it all is fair in politics? No, there's no phrase like that. Rather, the phrase is all is well in war, or all is fair in war. Yeah, that's the phrase. That's the phrase. So that should tell anybody that Tinubu actually knows what he's saying, because he claims to be an educated, when go primary school and secondary school. He just study with lantern and candle. Go Chicago State University, go smuggle drugs while he was studying in CSU. So it tells you that Tinubu knows that he's equating the 2027 general election as war. So if one man with all the information that he has, he will go and make a statement with a phrase, all is fair in war, to religious men, that means he's telling Nigerians, Americans are ready for war. And, Saddam, I will agree with you when you say Nigerians are ready, people are doing things. But, that's an opinion. But I think I would have a different opinion. And my opinion is this. For the past 2-3 weeks to a month, I see APC urchins, APC going to radio stations and TV stations to defend Tinubu's administration and make a mess of themselves. And they would go to TV and lie boldly on national TV, where people will listen to them, like what happened this morning, where EFCC director of whatever went and said that they are freezing Oshun account because they noticed some things happening in their account, and they just decided to be proactive so that they will reserve money for the next government. Is that to say that they already know that there is going to be a change of government in that state? So they are being proactive by freezing funds so that the state governor doesn't embezzle all the funds, as they say. My predecessor left nothing in the coffers for me, and Nigerians are smiling. You come see. I have said it, and I will say it again, and I will continue to say it until I see APC politicians, APC supporters, APC urchins, afraid to wear that Tinubu insignia cap, or afraid to mention APC, or they are afraid to campaign, then I know that Nigerians are ready. Listen, Nigerians, there's a way you adjust your belt, you need to chook new hole on the iron to be able to wear belt. And I pray it doesn't get to that point, because the slave that you will be is the time that your boss will tell you to lick your ass and you do it. I want to send a message to my constituency. In the history of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended a sitting elected governor, whether he came in through the back or through the front or whatever process he came in. Somebody that was given a mandate to be the chief security officer of a state, the governor of a state. Tinubu, with his urchins, suspended the governor for 6 months, and this man went on holiday for 6 months, and at the end of the 6 months, he came and begged. Reverse people. Yes, so we will sit in Abuja and tell you that River State is his own, and nothing will happen. If you people allow this to happen, shame on you. I promise myself that I will do everything that I can, physically, financially. I will mobilize, but I cannot do it alone. If you allow Nyesowike to sit in Port Harcourt and become the emperor of River State, shame on you, Rivers people. If you allow Bola Ahmed Tinubu to put sand in your eyes, then the strength that you have as Rivers people, I don't see it anymore. I don't see it. If my people who are called by my name will rise up and speak up, will rise up and take the bull by the horn, Omo, Nyesowike and Tinubu cannot do anything. They are simple but worthless individuals that have no bearing in their life. Their demise is just at the corner. Thank you very much for your time. Ayud.
Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you very much for that submission. Pretty much I agree with the fact that these people, we need to meet them. That statement Tinubu said, that statement is actually the actual statement is war. So if someone has declared war on you and you decide to say, you just play. And I said earlier on the space, Tinubu first told us power is not served like cat. We said, we will make joke, we will play. But this one, it is clear. All is fair in war. All is fair in war. So all is fair in 2027 war. Thank you very much, Sam. All right, let me go to Rita. Then maybe I could check again on TikTok. Rita, please go ahead.
Well, many very much. Emia, greetings to you. Everyone in the speaker section, listeners, our radio station. Yes, I am. Can't you hear me?
So that people can hear it.
But can't you hear me?
Okay, so let me shout next.
Wait, okay. All right, so greetings, everybody. Is it okay now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so greetings, everyone. Wherever you are listening from, I greet each and every one of you, okay? And as usual, thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. So first, before I go into my submission, fellow Nigerians, wherever you're listening to this voice from, please, I want you to know that His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi is running under the party NDC. NDC. The logo is your fist with your two fingers raised. That's the logo. Okay, so please tell somebody to tell somebody who is not aware that His Excellency is on the ballot, that he is running under NDC. It's very, very important. And again, if you're not on Smart Ballot, please do well to do the needful. So thank you very much. And thank you. So yes, to my submission, Tinubu attacks Christians. At first, I really don't know what was going on until I think I saw, was it a Arise snippet when the caption of something, I am not the one. I mean, hunger has been in Nigeria before I was born. And then I saw Boala's tweet and I was on a space. I had the kids of the roasted rotten corn dragging the cardinal. So I had to excuse myself, went on Arise and watched the interview. And I started asking myself, could it be that, because I do not know the cardinal before all this, I never knew we had such a wonderful person, you know, and then I had to do some little research, and I realized that this man has been speaking up against bad governance for over 4 decades. And precisely in March 1996, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, including prominent Catholic leader like John Onayika, openly challenged General Sani Abacha's military regime with the famous collective declaration featured on the cover of Tell magazine. We are tired of dictatorship. We are tired of dictatorship. So in other words, this man has been speaking. That's 1996. And even in 1994, he also spoke to Abacha. So this man has been calling out bad leadership, not 1 decade, not 2 decades, for over 4 decades. In other words, at the time Cardinal Onayika started speaking against bad governance, majority of us listening to my voice right now, including myself, they never born us. So he didn't just start today. And for such a man to come to you with the burdens of Nigerians, and while discussing with you, you went on to say, all is fair in politics. And for you that understands the phrase, that may have taken your time to go study or find out what the meaning of that phrase is, you will understand that he is simply telling the bishops that even if you are unalive, simply because you are saying you cannot rig this vote. This is the vote for your candidate. You cannot change it to your own. If you are unalive, by standing on your ground, insisting that everything should be done fairly, to him, it means all is well. Just like the way EU came up with a report in the last election that 70 persons were unalived simply because they came out or they went out to vote, it means all is fair so long it favors him. That whatever happens, in as much as it favors him, it is fair in politics, which you and I know it is not true. Politics have rules and regulations. And if you know that you have what it takes that the people truly need, you play by the rules. But you only go through the back door when you know that that you are so unpopular and that the people do not need or want you. So you want to use all means to force yourself on them. And the cardinal, knowing exactly what that phrase means, went on to say that these guys are bent on winning election at all costs, which is not good for democracy. And instead of these guys to listen to what the bishops had to say, especially on state of the nation, where Nigerians, whom on their own before can afford to buy things, especially food, which is most essential for themselves, Majority are unable to do it right now because of the man-made poverty or hardship that has been forced on us. Instead of you to say, we are going to, or we are looking, or we're doing something about it, you said the economy is growing. Telling lies to a man that interacts with everyday Nigerian, unlike you who has been in the bunker, that Obi just told to come out of the bunker. So fellow Nigerians, 2027 election, indeed, is about we, is between we the people in this current government of lies. A president that went to one of the most industrialized state in Nigeria and was greeted with a bing wow. And even when he was greeted with that, a bing wow, for those of us or you that do not understand Yoruba, because this very Yoruba now, I understand that. It means we are hungry, yo. It was not, as in bag of rice then, was not up to the way it is right now. When people cried out to you, well, meaning I see your hand. And then see the prices of food right now. And then people came to tell you that this and this is what or are what Nigerians are going through. Please do something. Or at least make sure the election, just create a level playing field so that Nigerians on their own can pick, make their choice. And instead of you to listen, you guys are attacking from left, right, and center as usual. But this time around backfired. Because even the other men of God, like my bishop, my Anglican bishop and the rest that weren't talking before, everyone is now speaking in the right direction. And in wrapping up, I want to say a very big and amazing thank you to our northern brothers. I now see videos, young men and young women calling on their imams to do the needful. So, like, seriously, this whole conversation, this bishop that I've gone to visit this man, as in that visit has changed a whole lot of things. And the way some persons think before, it has, in a very large extent, changed it. I don't think I've ever seen my northern people call out their imams the way I have been seeing recently. And that is the right step in the right direction. Because whether you like it or not, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, you are being affected. Things are bought equally. There is no different market for the Christian or different market for the Muslim. We all go to the same market and we feel the inflation equally. So thank you guys for lending your voices in the right direction. I yield. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vita. And truly, when I saw some of those of our northern brothers, and I think we're actually getting there slowly but surely. So our northern brothers calling out, and rightly so. You know, matter of fact, I was saying yesterday on the Saddam show, like I was commenting it, that, you know, the shock I had was, if you know an average northern, and the Sultan of Sokoto is not someone, in fact, they hardly reference him on anything, but the shock I had was that calling out, you know, based on fake news, which, you know, it has now been denied. The Sultan had to come out to deny that he has not, or he did not endorse Tinubu. Obviously, APC had gone to Dr. Video and put it out there. So that reaction should tell you a lot. You know, like Saddam was saying earlier, I just wish Nigerians can understand this, that even though if you look at it from one perspective and you think, oh, it's impossible, this guy is incumbent, is this, is that, is whatever. The truth is that it's also easier. It's actually also easier to have won Tinubu now than 2023. No, 2023. Some people don't know how detached or how much Tinubu is not popular in the north. like, it's crazy. So the truth is that we just only need that element of, because again, Nigeria has told over time that you might know the right thing, but you not do it. So we just only need that element of Nigerians actually doing what we know is right, which is voting and protecting our vote till the last minute. That's what we really need. So thank you very much, Rita. I'll just check. I'll just check on TikTok if we ask guys on TikTok before I get.
Yeah, let's take one from here. One verse.
Right. After that, we'll come to. I'll take M for Mikey here and wake up Africa. My brother, it's good to have you today again. Go ahead, Salah.
One verse, ABC.
Okay.
You have 5 minutes, please. Please try and speak within the time frame, please. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful speaking here. Thank you for the opportunity. I want to break what I want to say tonight. 3 points. Number one, I think one of the common things about bullies are they always have weakness and they are cowards. Or what they try to do most of the time. Sorry, I'm trying to say that. If they try to hide that.
Please, are you using your earpiece?
That's why some of the time. No, I'm not using. Can you hear me now?
I don't know if you could bring your phone closer to your mouth. You're a little bit distant from you.
Is it better now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that most bullies are coward and they are weak. But what they're trying to do is to try to do everything to hide it. And that's why you see them having retinue of people around them. Somebody said in internship, so you can fill in the gap. Now, one of the things that the confrontation with the bishop brought out is the weakness of the president. Because some of those things he said, and you see that's why you really rarely see him engage, run for presidency, no media shots, no direct speaking to the people, because he can't handle those things. His weaknesses will be exposed. One of the two major things he said, ideally, when they are doing their written instruction, they won't do that. For example, when he said, this popular one that is constantly up everywhere, that all is fair in politics. That shows he's active. And he's saying proof what in his own mind, what is there as all this thing. For him, it's survivor, it's war. It's only during war time you use such phrases, not for politics. So for him to say that, it exposed the kind of mindset he has, which maybe some people don't believe before now. I'm sure majority of his lieutenants will not be comfortable hearing that. Because there's no way you can manage that in the media. It's not in there. And of course, all those expressions that the people have been hungry before I was, all those things shows direct weakness that most people have been raising. And it's retinue of media circles always try to cover up or spin. But saying it directly was an exposure. So the issue they have with that discussion is not only about the fact that the bishop stood their ground and confronted him with the reality of what is on ground. But he couldn't manage it. In fact, if you follow the interview with Charles and the cardinal, because Charles was saying, look, this man's face was practically changing. He couldn't manage it. So that's one thing. Two, I think to a large extent, Nigerians will determine how 2027 will be. That's the reality. But the question is, are we ready to take that challenge? Because I always try to remind people, in the last election, he lost in Lagos. That will never be disappear. It will not disappear in a day. Now, why do I say this? We all know the usual strategies, which is what even they want to do with this Catholic thing, you know, they're trying to like, okay, say Catholic, it's not just speaking for Christian, it's speaking for Catholics. It's the same tactic of divide and rule. He wanted to create a division. Unfortunately for them, it backfired when people from other denominations started firing. So instead of saying, oh, it's Christian, it's Catholic, it's already lost that. So we know the same strategy we will use. We use the INEC, police, judiciary, media, do some governors. If I don't be surprised, they can go the way of what the wicked man in Abuja did. They can start using telecom. Bottom line is, there's nothing this guy will not use just to counter people. Because to him, like he said, all is fair in politics, or rather, war. But I want, if you summarize those things, I put it this way, in my own estimation, is both physical and mental. I think for us to half away, those who want Nigeria to be good, it's just to counter those strategies. So, whatever, the summary for me is this. If Nigerians step out and participate, all these factors put together, they are not enough to win or to manipulate. So I would say, if Nigerians step out, whatever we need to do right now to counter those measures and ensure that maximum people step out to this election, that will be over. Because we need to tell them the cost of you not doing it. Very many has mentioned issue of that, subsidy removal. In fact, one thing that most people seem to be overlooking, which I'm going to end with, if you follow Professor Carlo, when he did an analysis, there is almost a certainty that, look, if this man, apart from the other dangers we'll be talking about, to, God forbid, have the second time, you can be sure there will be third time. For those who may have forgotten, you remember the analysis of when they are saying they want to propose in the next that there should be 1 term or 6 years. God forbid, if this guy shows up, complete the 4 years to make it 8 years, the next question will be: is he? If they change it, is he a party? I will say no. Of course, they will say yes. Or should he be the beneficiary of that? That means will it be 8 plus 3? God forbid. So those are the things we need to let people know. That look, if you think you're angry now, you are frustrated now, you don't believe in system, just like Caesar was saying then, if we think things are bad with one, if you allow this guy enter, things could be worse. In less than 6 months, I think that's probably to be true. So we need to start ringing the alarm bell right now. If you think things are bad now, God forbid, this guy goes second time, things can really get worse. So whatever you need to do, whatever motivation you need to have, either for yourself, for your children, for your future, do everything you can to drag as many people as you can to participate in this election. And just like Madam has been saying, North, South, West, East, many people did not want this guy there. But the fact that people are not participating, that's just what they've been banking on. If Nigerian comes out, no matter the manipulation they want to do, it won't work. So I think that's the challenge for every one of us that believe where Nigerians should go. We need to do everything to get people out there. Create your own, be your own press conference, create your own platform, group, whatever you want to do. Just get people to come out and participate. That's the only solution. You may whatever manipulating process he wants to do. If Nigerian comes out, because they are a minority, that is the fact. Even they themselves know it. That's why they engage people, media, all those data boys and all of them. They don't have those numbers. They don't have results. They don't have performance. They don't have anything to show. But the question is, are we going to show up? That's the question all of us need to ask.
All right.
We show out these ways, these guys. Thank you very much. God bless everybody.
Thank you very much, John Vaz ABC. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go back to you guys on X. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sarah. Why did that sound like Odututu? I think Odututu was here earlier, but yeah. All right, quickly, let me now go over to my brother M for Mikey. M for Mikey, let's have you. After M for Mikey, we'll go to Wake Up Africa. Then we'll come to you, Wally.
Well, meaning Saddam, good evening, everybody. And thanks for having me here again. It's a privilege to be able to speak to you people. And I'm going to keep my submission tonight very, very brief. And I just want us to ponder on these things. I'm going to start my submission tonight from a quote from Chinua Achebe's novel, Things Fall Apart. And in that book, it says, those whose palm kernels were cracked for them by a benevolent spirit should not forget to be humble. And the lesson and the context of it says, elders in that book, in that story, were reminded that proud men who had their way, luckily, were fortunate, should not mock those who have less. You see, one of the things we are dealing with right now is an institutionalized spirit of mockery and pride at the highest level that the nation Nigeria has never seen. A lawless, authoritarian, feudal spirit that does not owe any accountability to anything and anyone. People who go up and they destroy the bridge, burn the ladder, and stay there thinking they are omniscient and they cannot be touched by anyone. They descend on every criticizing voice, any opposing opinion, and they do not want to hear anything other than the song that sings their praise. Those are the proud men who mocks those who have less. We all know, and we've witnessed it time and time again, and it's become very obvious that the set of leaders that we have in Nigeria right now do not rate any Nigerian at all. And at the very pinnacle of that is the current leader, the president of the country, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And this did not start today, because this is a man who knew that he bought his way up to that place. He knows he's not popular. He knows he's not liked by people. And so he's like a snake that his head has been chopped off. He bites with every venom. Since 2023, when Bola Ahmed won that, when he was declared the president, because he didn't win, he knew that he was not popular. And I was listening to Saddam earlier when Saddam was saying that, when the Pope came to visit him, he will have used wisdom, at least listen to them. You see, that will happen to a person that has not been taken over by the spirit of Pharaoh. You remember when Moses went to Pharaoh? In Exodus chapter 2, I don't know, for the people who are Christians here will know the story. And they went to tell him, let my people go so that they can go to the wilderness and worship me. You know what Pharaoh said to them? He said, who is God that I should obey him? Who is God? And that is the spirit that operates in the current president of Nigeria, Tinubu. He is a man that does not have regard for anything and anyone. And he sees himself as the almighty over the nation of Nigeria. And unfortunately, Nigerians are being captive. And our story can be likened to the story of the Israelites, who are crying, who are laboring, who are impoverished, who are beaten, oppressed, battered. But I tell you the good news, because I have decided for myself that between now and 2027 election, all I want to share with you is the good news. I'm not going to come here and be selling fear, because to tell you the truth, many people look at that guy as a mountain that cannot be moved. It's a lie. That is the illusion that has been created in the very core foundation of our nation, to think that we don't have the power to determine our future. It is a lie, and we have to keep telling that, say it again and again until it becomes a reality, that it is a lie. We can take back our country. We have what it takes to take back our country. And when the time comes, and I believe the time is now, the people will rise up and they will take back their country. I love what one of the speakers said today, that when you see, it is not us that should be afraid. It is the people in power. People should be afraid. In fact, they are already afraid. That's why you see a lot of them. Most of all the attack dogs of this current government, they hide their faces. And we need to be more bullish. I think last election they said obedience are crazy. They are mad dogs. They are this. They will try to gaslight us. They have not even seen madness. I think it is now that we're not supposed to show them madness. Let them now see that these people, you see, when you push a dog, or you push even a goat, you push it to the wall, it comes back and bites. I think we are, how far do we need to be pushed? How bad can it get? What exactly are we still expecting to see before we know that we are in a part of our life, our very life, our very existence depend on us fighting back? Not seeing the election as an exercise where we just take casually and we just talk about it, and we're looking at it like it's a Spain versus Argentina final. This is a battle of our life. This is a time where every person represented here should begin to call everybody that you have influence over. Call your family, do family meeting, strategize, give instructions. This is what I need you to do. This is how we're going to do it. Be in charge. Take charge. And be part of history to alter the very course of our nation. Every hand must be on deck. There is no loose end. And if we all put our mind together and we say this is what we want, and I'm telling you, there is nothing to fear. We have the power, we have the number. We just need the will. We just need to want it more. We just need to want it more than these crooks. How can 1% of us, or less than 1%, be determining the course of our nation? And we just fold our hands and we're just looking. And we're just ranting, complaining, and we're not taking any action. So this is the first time that everything that is made available, every organization, every institution that is in the goodwill to create the Nigerian of our dream, this is the time to tag along. There is no more bystanding. There is no longer that period where somebody will just stay in one place and just be saying, well, we'll see what happens. No. We will make it happen. What I want to be hearing is what I'm going to do, what you are going to do. We have to make things happen. We have to be involved. We have to spend our money. We have to spend our time. We have to put our sweat to see the nation of our dream. So please, I'm not gonna bore you with a long sermon today. I just need you to be angry enough to say enough is enough. Our song from now till we see the Nigerian of our dream, which is in the next election, but it starts from now, is enough is enough. Enough is enough. And the day we say enough is enough, and we are ready to put in the work, I've not seen any battalion in this world that can stop that moving train. I yield.
Thank you very much. And from Nike, that was deep. Thank you very much. We need to have that mindset. You know, we just need to draw the line. Because the truth is that the way APC is, and I won't lie to you guys, the way APC is, they are never going to draw the line. If you are going to say, let's wait for them to. APC has a new way they have a way of changing the line, actually. Like, you know, oh, we've done this. today, you don't understand when these things happen because they happen very slowly. Sometimes you don't know. Today, APC just created a new line today. But some of us, we can't just look past this because, I understand. Because for me, my personal focus is at 2027. They created a new line today, a new line where the president can direct an institution that is supposedly, even if you are the one that appointed the person, but at least the institution is supposedly to at least pretend to be independent. So APC just drew a new line today. If we are not there, go post 2027.
What meaning? It didn't just draw the line today. It's been like that.
No. I'm saying so what APC is doing is continuous, right? So they bring it in different formats. What they've done today is to say, okay, we used to do it in secret before, but now we can do it in the open, we can direct. If we don't take 2027 serious, we'll get to a point. They're already doing it now. They're directing INEC chairman. But I can tell you, after 2027, APC will be directing INEC chairman in public. It will be in the news that Tinubu has said, I've directed the INEC chairman to only do this or do that in public, not hidden. They've been doing it hiding. But these people are growing. They are growing wings the more we leave them. So it's very important for us to dip it in the board now, like M for Mikey was saying. Let's deal with it now. Thank you very much, M for Mikey. Quickly, I'll go to Wake Up Africa. After which I'll come to Uyewale. Wake Up Africa, are you there? I don't know if you're speaking, your mic is muted. Wake Up Africa. Okay. If Wake Up Africa is not there, let me just say, check. My brother, are you there? Can you guys hear me?
Hello? I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Well done, Saddam. Well done, well-meaning. Well done, all the speakers that have spoken today. Thank you all for all you do for this struggle for a new Nigeria. First, I'm happy that at least Tinubu came out to say that word. That it looks like we're in war. Literally, we're in war. I think I just want every youth, if you are 18 today, you are 20 today, you are 30 today, you are 40 today, or you are 50, you are 60. Remember, what you're doing today is not for yourself. You're doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for your country. Your love for your country supersedes your love for your language, supersedes your love for anything. Without a country, you are nobody. Without a country, nobody can point you to anything. As a man, as a man or woman, you either stand for something or you stand for nothing. We as Nigerians, we are resilient. We are hardworking. We are great people, filled with love, filled with kindness, filled with everything in this world. We are the best. Name it. But you say this 1% or not up to 1% want to make us feel without them nothing will happen. This 2027 is Nigeria's second independence. See it that way. It's either we get it or we continue to become slave in our country, where we, like of order, will come and tell you what to do, where nobody will talk, where a child of nobody can become nothing, where eating 1 square meal is going to be something very hard for people to do, where people will not be able to rise to talk again, where even you as a Christian, if you feel you are a Christian now, and they can come out and condemn a cardinal, no matter what domination you are, a Christian is a Christian. As long as a Nigerian is saying the truth, is your brother, whether he's a Muslim, whether he's serving Shango, or whether he's serving any Babalawo, as long as he stands for the truth, as a Christian or as a Muslim or as who you are, as long as one Nigerian is being treated wrongly and you support, you're not a Nigerian. The spirit of Nigeria is oneness. Together we are, together we are. We come together to fight. Fight strong, fight bold, love each other. These people don't want us together. They know if we are divided, they will win. If we are divided, 2023, they say they don't have structure, but we show them that yes, we can. They say they can't do it. They can't win local government. You show them, yes, you can. You got a governor, you want senator, you want speaker, you want everything that they do not believe. They believe, they know, they are scared. They are very scared. They know you can. The power of the people is the greatest power than the people in government. They know. And that's why they are paying everybody, paying the politician, paying the fake pastors, paying the fake imam, paying the fake traditional ruler, paying everybody that they know that they have something on you. If you are a good person, you're a good Nigerian, you believe that everybody should be able to wake up in the morning, they should be able to go to work, come back home safe, they should be able to eat. They don't need to knock at your door and say, oh, Saddam, can I have 1 naira to buy food? They don't need to knock at your door to go to school. They should be able to afford those basic things. You should also be able to live your life and travel out of the country. We should get our country back. Those days where $1 is far, 1 naira is far better than what is the value is far better than pounds. When people travel, they don't need visa. My people, Martin Luther said something. He said, darkness cannot drive away darkness. The only thing that can drive away darkness is light. And the only light we have is Peter Obi. Don't be distracted. Eye on the goal, eye on the ball, eye on the goalpost. The only person we want is Peter Obi. The only light that can liberate us, give us that hope, get Nigeria working again is Peter Obi. Anything outside, anybody telling you, tell them, yes, we can. We've done it in 2023. As long as we are not divided, whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Muslim, Christian, Babalawo, no matter who you are, as long as we know that we have the power to bring people to power and remove them, the sky is the limit. Let's continue with this momentum. Let's don't give up. Let's don't be distracted. Let's don't be divided. Only love. Together, we will get our second independent 2027. By God's grace, I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, Oyewole. I like the fact that you said second independence. I like the use of second independence, because the truth is that as Nigerians, we've never been independent. Like we just celebrated something in 1960, but we need to liberate this country. We need to liberate this country. It's probably even worse now than it was in 1959 when it was just the British people. So we need to liberate this country. Thank you very much, Oyewole. I feel like that's for me. I feel like everybody should the submission we had now from Mikey and Oyewole is I feel like something everybody should ponder on, right? Because the truth is that it's never, I keep saying this, it's never going to be easier than now. It's never going to be easy. Our brother One Verse who spoke on TikTok earlier reminded us about how, again, and there's a lot going on that we used to forget. How there's already the talk to have a bill that will amend the constitution in such a way that we have 1 year, 6 years. So if you think it's going to end in 2027, but then you can verify and just say, it's just 4 years, 2027 to 20. You do the calculation in your mind and say that's where it ends. I laugh at you. Anyway, let me quickly check if Wake Up Africa is now there. If not, Saddam, do you have people on TikTok who want to speak?
Love Matty, I think. Love Matty, are you there?
Yes, I have, but I'm still in the bus now, since
Sorry, what?
I'm in the bus now, I can't talk like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking clear.
Daniel, can you hear me? Well, I mean, let's take speaker from X, please. My speakers here. One is
So okay, let me just check on. Okay, I see David has not come up. David, you have been going up. You probably
Hello.
Can you David can go ahead. So can have you probably dropped up to 4 times already. Mide, can you hear me? I hope this is not one of these Twitter.
Hear me?
Thinking. Yeah, I can hear you. Kind of breaking though. Mide, are you speaking? Okay. I think Mide is not speaking. Wake up, Africa. Let me check on you again if you are there. Because I mean, we're pretty much trying to round up. So I just want to see if we could take some more speakers before we round up.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. Mide,
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. Oh no, sorry. Wake up, Africa. Sorry, like it's quite unfortunate. I know you probably come up like five times already. Okay. Quickly, let me check on Wake Up Africa. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think I don't know. Maybe it's laptop. All right. I mean, I think that's I'm trying to avoid not bringing so many new set of speakers.
Can you hear me?
Who's speaking? I thought media has dropped.
X the smoke. Oh.
I know they see the best way they talk.
I swear.
I need surprise. I can only see a very few persons. Okay, on the speaker section. But let me try this. See if I can get one more speaker just to speak before we call it a night. Because I don't know if it's
this one are magical. How the person take speak?
Exactly. I know because I have to. Now make drop on because the network was going back. So I called the yes, still to speak. He came up like, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay,
thank you, Vawulence. Thank you, Amsterdam. Thank you for this opportunity again. Yes, you see, all is fair in whether you like to, complete the sentence. All is fair in war, all is fair in battle, all is fair in politics. This is the very divisive, dangerous rhetoric we've been hearing from this guy since he became president. This is a man who has not governed. He has not governed. Since he became president, he's been preparing for another election. This is a man who plunged Nigeria into the chaos of poverty. Millions more went under into the Atlantic Ocean of poverty under this guy. And rather than show grace, rather than show, rather than be the father of the nation, understand that people are suffering and show a lot of care and concern, whether he means it or not. Rather, what are we seeing? The actor is doubling down. The actor is sounding belligerent. The actor and his band of criminal government officials, including Baja Gate, and Nigerians don't know this guy. It's so significant that this guy made this comment to the.
Is it just my network or your network is?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're almost kind of breaking. Like maybe if you speak closer to your phone, I think it's more of network sharp, but let's try it again.
Is it any better? Is it any better now?
Okay, go on. Just go on.
If it's not, then I'll just yield because I like to be heard. But if it's not, then I can just yield.
Yeah, I think it's better now that you're saying if it's not. So go ahead.
Okay, the thing is, look, see, I like to say this thing in the history of mankind. If there is,
sorry, Kemifuna. It's not like it's going back glitchy.
It's going back glitchy.
Yeah, like it's.
Are you using an earpiece or something?
No, I'm not too.
No, I don't think that's. I think it's just the network.
Okay, let me yield and I'll see.
Hopefully next time.
Some other time.
Yeah.
But I do have quite a lot to say. Very important. What I wanted to say was to let people know that, see, the Catholic Church fights. No matter who you are. Did you know that even Adolf Hitler, the church, the cardinals, the Pope, against Adolf Hitler? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know what brought down the government of Imelda and Ferdinand Marcos in the Philippines? For personal history. Oh, it's unfortunate my network is yo-yoing, so I will leave it for now. Maybe some of the time I'll make that submission, but it's a very important one.
All right, thank you very much, Kemi, for now. Quite unfortunate. I could tell you, because I kind of heard you some of the history background you haven't put into some of the activities that Catholic has done already. So on that note, I mean, I'll gradually start. Saddam, you want to confirm if somebody wants to speak from that side before I probably round up?
Love Match, are you ready to speak now? Please, sign out for me, sir. Cool.
Yeah, I'll sign up for me so maybe you can have Love Match on the after party. Anyway, first of all, thanks to everybody who was able to speak today. I know you probably noticed we try to control the timing on Vawulence Space, and that's because, again, times and season. And thanks, Emir Saddam, for linking, because the truth is that one of the greatest concerns I used to have is if we leave these conversations only on Twitter. Most of the time, so those of us that are here, we know. I can tell you that if everybody currently listening come up and speak, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at what people have to say. So we kind of know. And, now we have like brothers, sisters listening from other platforms and even speaking from other platforms. So it's that spread online is significantly being achieved. But I just want to encourage everybody on the space. Thank you for coming today, but I just want to encourage you to say, beyond these conversations, beyond what you do on X, beyond what you tweet, beyond what you post, beyond what you repost, please, let's begin to own things that we can do on ground. And please, because like to be honest, I know some of you might be discouraged and be like, we've already done this in 2023. I, for one, I've said what I'm doing in 2027 is 2027 minus 2023. So things we couldn't do in 2023 for different reasons. For example, we didn't need to really preach rig and power in 2023 because we thought INEC would do the right thing and all that. But now we know better, and we can also take advantage of the things we have. It's yes, Tinubu is incumbent and all that, but Tinubu is not as incumbent, is now more popular than he was when he was not president at all. And people now knowing more now. People who were deceived with, he built Lagos, he tamed Oceanic, he tamed this Atlantic Ocean and all that. I've now seen him now for who he really is. So it is just for us, it's left for us to get those people and, followed by the software that Tinubu has infused and get this country fixed. Like, we've already said, the truth is that it's not difficult. Let me take the way Saddam used to say it. I used to say it's demanding, but Saddam used to say it's not difficult, it's not easy. And that's one of the best to say, because the truth is that if we do what we need to do, if we do all we need to do, mobilize our people, give them the right mindset, have the right support of technology, which has been achieved a lot. So for me, technology side is already pretty much achieved. And with time, we've already seen smart ballot. Like, by the time we will begin to see more of the capability that is a smart ballot, especially in terms of results, coalition, and all that. And we know that if we do our part of coming out on election day, and also mobilizing other people to come out, be ready to protect their vote, join PUTCC, and that's Polling Unit to Coalition Center movement, to say, so that you can also link up with other people that are planning to protect their vote, and probably people within your polling unit, and you guys can work together. If we do all these things practical, honestly, that's all we need to oust these guys out of power. So I really want to encourage everybody beyond the space today, beyond every other conversation, please, in your little corner, be doing what you have to do and getting people on board gradually, and hopefully we'll get there at some point. Thank you very much, and apologies to maybe I know some persons have like network issues, some persons we couldn't bring some persons up. Then I don't even know if there's like a Twitter issue as well. Well, apologies to those who would have wanted to speak but couldn't speak. Thanks everybody. Saddam, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Guys, thank you so much, all of you that came out again tonight. I just want to say thank you for the conversations. All of you that shared your conversation from X. Please, my own is I will keep saying it one more time, is a call to action, because like I always say, we can always complain about the issues, but what are you doing to rectify what the complaints are? Right now, the most important thing we have is that we have one more shot, right? I always use the analogy of letting us understand that we have one last bullet actually in a revolver to shoot. And if we miss this shot, we should forget our country, right? So whatever it is you think we did in 2023, we have to do 10 times more. I have to be ready to understand also that these people will not give us our country on a platter. They are also willing to fight. But the greater thing for us is that while they have the system to fight, we have the manpower. They don't have the manpower. They don't have the people. They're banking on their normal rigging formula of vote buying, intimidation, psychologically defeating Nigerians mentally, making us feel like, oh, we have all the governors. Look at people going to their campaign for the guy in Osun State. They're governors. All APC governors are in Osun State, not Osun people. They're not banking on the Osun people to. So I want you to understand how APC operates. This is a coven of criminals, right? They're not banking on Osun people to deliver. They're packing governors of other states. Other state governors register as voters for Osun State. You see how they think. You see how they operate. This is Ali Baba and his 40 thieves. That's exactly what we have in government with Bola Tinubu. A criminal organization that think like criminals and only act like criminals. So to beat them, you must think like a criminal. It's not the time to start doing. No, we must be Anini. We must be more criminalized in our mentality than these people. That's the only way forward, honestly speaking. So, and also most importantly for the NDC logo team, it will be absurd and insane for us to be at this point in time thinking or expecting NDC people to do what we're meant to do. So for me, it's important. I'll just my platform, anywhere I'm going head on, I'll probably make videos going forward using NDC logo and flyer myself, doing it myself. I'm not banking on waiting for anybody to come and do anything for you. If we're waiting for party people, these guys are party people are the same from APC to PDP to NDC to ADC. Party people are party people. All they think or know about is party. Loyalty is to party. They don't know loyalty to any other thing than party, because those parties is what feed them, is what clothe them, is what drive them, right? So me, I'm not a party person. I'm here for a new Nigeria, and there's a platform called NDC, and so it's going to be my own duty to sell that platform, sell their logo, do the hard work, not expecting them to do what I know they will not do. It's like when we're waiting for Labour Party to provide for us agents. Meanwhile, we have the resources and the manpower to mount agents across the country. It was a few days to the elections, they started reaching out to us. Oh, we don't have agents here, we don't have agents there. And meanwhile, we're hosting spaces then, having tens of thousands of people coming on these spaces, willing and active people across the country that would have volunteered to be agents, even without being paid. Right? So this election we're going to is not one that any Nigerian should depend on any party structure. It is the Nigerian structure that should be at full play and at the full glare going to the next election. So please, in your own space, your little corner, take out probably we might even have an NDC logo week. We'll just spend one full week advertising the logo, taking it to all our social media platforms. We did it with Mama Papa Pikin. Did we wait for Labour Party to send for us map packaging? So no, we'll send it. So we'll do it. It's our job as a people, not depending on what Tio Abudu or Tio this or that. I don't even know these people. I don't care about these people. If you're waiting for the end of these people to work for you, many of us are already acting like politicians already safe. Many of our people are, and that's my problem. Many people get for this. That's why I wouldn't just seclude myself. Because when people, you see people, you don't know their heart. Many people will start obedient movement for this. None of them know the chop article corn today. Many of them are eating article corn and eating this thing. Many of them have started eating Tinubu corn. So many people that's why I'm not even disturbing myself with people that come and say, I want to be House of Rep, I want to be senator, anything you want to be, or go and be. If you win, I wish you well. If you come and meet me, I will even charge you safe. I don't come to do anything for anybody here. I know everybody, they get their agenda. Everybody carry their own personal agenda. So don't come, I won't come out and cry for you. All I'm after is my principle. If that man gets in there, that's why I'm putting all my whole hustle and struggle behind. If you get in there, I believe from there we can now start fixing and getting and holding people accountable. When at this point in time, all man for himself. If you people that are you turn out tomorrow and you see them are shouting like they like Nigeria pass. How many of them are back here in Nigeria talking about the country today? Many of them don't hate article. See Jack, them and the rest. So if you live long enough for Nigeria with Nigerian politics, you understand what I'm saying. I doubt all these people in house. I could not complain that I was seeing the signs. But if you come out and talk, you'll be like, say, you're like, no, it's okay. Leave them. Time unveils and reveals everybody. Time. There's nothing like time is the greatest disinfectant. No matter how you won't hide. Pregnant woman will get belly. No matter how you go show one day, it's time. It's just time. It's just time. So please, I'm not saying it for all the unassuming well-meaning Nigerians, obedience, conquisiers are looking at people. Please don't make heroes out of anyone. Not even myself. Maybe tomorrow night I can say Sada, but don't believe me. Don't believe me. Don't go believe me. Because many of now we go believe them, Jack. My God. Nigerian politics. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid it. God forbid. Just make sure you have a source of God. Make sure you're contented first. Be contented with whatever you have first. Then try to have a source of income, no matter how small it is. Just be contented. Honestly speaking, if not, my God, I can never campaign for Atiku. I can never. Now, man, I'm saying, oh wow, Atiku's speech hey. $14 no fee does not exist. But let's leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for all of you that came out tonight. Please just take the message out there, Nigerians. We have to save our country. I'm going to end with my note to my northern brothers and sisters. This is where I'll leave. Please see, like I said yesterday on my show, my last call was to my northern brothers and sisters. I'll say it again. Dear my northern brothers and sisters, forget 2027. Forget 2027. If you don't forget 2027, you will not even see 2031. You will not even see 2036. What you'll be looking for is 2040. Forget 2027. You get why? Bola Tinubu is showing people already. You're contesting now. You're doing backhand movement and make power return back to not 2027. If you people by mistake do this thing people are doing and Tinubu still back power in 2027, wallahi tallahi, you know, just know that Tinubu will remind you that in 2023, when it was the turn of the South, Northerners did not sit down. You people contested. Remember, he will remind you that in 2027, when it was still his turn to come second term, you contested. You did not sit back. You will not come to justify to the whole world in 2031 why power should come back to the North. You will tell us and Nigerians and the world why power should come back to the North. When it was the turn of the South, you did not stay out. If you allow people article selfish ambition or any other selfish ambition in 2027, I like saying the hard one, you will remember this space and this time and this date when it happens. The most vocal voice in the North politically today is there for ICPC jail. Not know they do anything. They don't say anything. All our northern politicians strong, then get all of them don't bow. They don't worship Tinubu. They don't collect in dollar. All your governors are in APC. Tinubu understands the semantics and the mechanism of state capture, of which will bring me to my show on Tuesday. Please join me on Tuesday on Emia Saddam Show if you can. I'll be having guests on that show that will be talking about state capture, just for people to understand what it really means and what it entails with this man in power. So my northern brothers and sisters, if you think there's a way, Atiku has a way in 2027, you're deceiving yourself. It will not work. And all it will do is open the door for power to retain. For Tinubu first to do his third term. Because Tinubu, automatically, just so that when 2031 happened, reach that single year of that single term of 6 years, you know, go first, now go launch him now, because Tinubu don't go change constitution for make on that person call launch him for him. No. Now he go launch him. He go launch him. When he launches it, then we'll start talking after third term, where power will go to. It wasn't enough for the wise. It could be like saying that we just did talk. But everything we told people prior to when he was championing Muslim ticket and we were warning prior in 2022, we are seeing it outplay right now. Everything we warned is coming to pass. As usual, if you refuse to see the signs, you will see wonders. Thank you guys. See you guys on Monday. Thank you to all of you that came out on the platform. My brother in Nigeria, God bless you. All of you that contributed with the contribution on the platform, thank you so much. I can't even thank you all. Please, if you did not get a chance to speak, I'm sorry. It's just that, this place, I'm trying to make sure we have a time cap right now because, man, it's already mid into my night and I just have to probably take a rest. But it has been a long week and a wonderful one. Please, let's keep the conversation going. Talk to Nigerians out there. Thank you. I'll spend probably the next 10 minutes on TikTok to wrap it up. But let me just thank every one of you that came on. Thank you, my brother Omega XD, magnific dude, my brother. Thank you so much, Balakti, Kabokina Nageshi, my sister Goldie from Nigeria, Dr. Bankole. I'm seeing some of the amazing people doing the first son, El Ray, Otumba DK, Mr. Waleri, Duchess, TZ, Mr. White, Mentor, Osas, Wake Up, Son of Man, Sammy, Frankie, Lolo, Oladipo, Smart Ballot. Please, guys, jump on Smart Ballot. Please jump on Smart Ballot. That is a game changer. I promise you. Jump on Smart Ballot. And if you think you're a son of a roasted corn and you want to jump on Smart Ballot, they will expose you. Those people that technology will be here. Thank you so much, all of you that came out tonight. Army of PH. Port Harcourt people. Port Harcourt, only to do cultism on Asabi. Who goes? We allow drunkard. Port Harcourt. I go do special violence of Port Harcourt. I go drag Port Harcourt people finish. Now they very guys, I beg make I go TikTok. Maybe I go drag them for TikTok. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Which one is I look at your name? What do you do now? I mean, get a problem. Thank you so much, guys. Good night from my side. See you guys next week, Thursday, on the Vawulence Space. But you can join us on the Emia Saddam Show. We come out every weekday, 10 p.m. Nigerian time to probably 12 or 1. We just talk into the night at the end of the day. So you can join us on that one. But thank you to all of you that have come out tonight. God bless you all. Have a great weekend ahead. Stay safe. Okay, TikTok, what's happening, guys? Let's wrap up here. Real quick. As I was saying, Port Harcourt. God. Make I do this my betting for Port Harcourt here before I end this show. Every small thing that my Port Harcourt friend. Look, I call him name. I know say if he did this life, for he go hear him. Look, I don't call him name. Every small thing. Who goes there? Who you? That it. Yeah. I go tell you. God forbid. All una confront, all una strong man. Everything wanna do Port Harcourt. Still. Now we can carry all of that put for pocket. You see grown men, fathers, old men. But they say, no. Hey, Port Harcourt on a forehand. First, I know disappointed at the lie, I swear. I did extremely disappointed. But what the man go do? What the man go do? Please, guys. Just gonna wrap up here now. Thank you so much, everyone of you that came out tonight. Thank you to all of you that contributed one way or the other to the show. We don't reach our target of 100K, but it's understandable. We did not concentrate on it tonight. But thank you to all of you that contributed with your likes, with your shares, with everything on the platform tonight. Thank you with your contributions, with your speeches, with your reposts, with your gifts. Everyone that came out tonight, thank you so much, guys. Port Harcourt and Edo. No, Edo better self. Edo better. Edo say they want to put man, but they deliver us. They deliver their polling unit for last election. So I don't come out Edo for the Edo rugged. Then show them. Port Harcourt na, God forbid. For the very eye, one man don't want turn Port Harcourt to Lagos State. One man. The same thing people did to Lagos. Everything we can want do for Port Harcourt. And grown men don't they line up. They don't understand that they are selling their future away. As well, honestly speaking. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. All of you on YouTube. God bless you guys. X video, thank you so much. My people on TikTok, thank you so much. Facebook, everyone of you that came out tonight. God bless you guys. We'll be back on the Emir Saddam show on Monday, 10 p.m. Hopefully, God's willing. I just wish you guys a wonderful weekend ahead. Please, just don't go and enjoy the weekend. I beg. We're gonna still keep the Nigeria conversation going on all through the weekend, please. Let's keep the fire burning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the gifts, my brother. You know, easy. Thank you. Now good day. So say good night and God bless you guys.